Are you guys ready for this? Because I am. Alright, that's going to do it for this stream. I'll be back next week where I won't say something so horrific. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. What's up, Taxi? Christian's on in here. What's up, Mel? V Steinbacher, good to see you, man. Forgot what today was. Where did the weekend go? I feel it, dude. Time is a-flying. Boar and bored. Hey, we were popping diamonds on Friday. I don't know if we'll be able to keep that up today. I'm hoping we can. But if what we experienced on Friday's stream is going to be the norm with this grind, I don't want to jinx anything, but I'd like to think we're going to be in decent shape. Maybe we won't even screw up a mellow today. Maybe we will. Who knows? All right, let's get this set, and let's get it going. Coming in 51 kills. Hey, that'd be nice. Would we go to Fox? Would we go with the Jaguar if that happened? I don't know. Working on my great one Whiteo grind on Rancho. Nice. Are you doing feeders or drink stones? I suppose you could say this grind bored its way onto my screen. I suppose you could indeed say that. Well, that's strange. Not normally what happens there, but okay. Now sometimes, yep, they just don't go to the feeder. I don't know why. There's a shooter. I thought that was an albino. Guess who's still doing foxes? I think I might know. Hang on. I went and made a thumbnail earlier, and I saw that article, and I made a note like, yeah, change that. Nope, forgot. Ready for that 10 fabled boar? I've really been, like, envisioning it, like, I want that Scorch so bad, but there's some great furs. Butterscotch is sick. Cinder is the one I have. I checked when I made the thumbnail today. Oh, there's 2 shooters, good. But anything other than Cinder, I'd be just over the moon with. Spot that. 2 shooters first zone is pretty good. I don't know the last time we had 2 at this zone. What's up, Luke? Good to see you. You are the best YouTuber ever. Why, thank you. I really appreciate it. Are the boars still broken? I've got 2 spots where they do this thing that you just saw here. Just to be clear, this feeder is full. They're just, like, basically never using it. I don't know why. I've got one other spot that does that. Other than that, they're at the feeders pretty much every time. My respawns get a little wonky occasionally. I started shooting a couple of my level 1s because I just had too many. And that's what, like, kicked things off. You see we're at 18 diamonds on this grind? I believe, like, we should have had 9 because I screwed one up. In, I don't know, 250 kills on Friday? You know, respawn's broken or not, that's pretty dang good. I also have a Cinder. Nice. On the roadie grind, how do you swap pairs off the main lake? So you need to ensure that it's a pair. I mean, I guess you could just keep on trying until you get lucky and one actually is a pair. But when you have a pair, you want to shoot both the male and the female. You don't have to claim anything. Normally, I claim the female, though. I leave the male lay because, like, you're trying to swap that one away. So, by claiming it, you're running the risk that it respawns as a great one, and, like, if it respawns as a great one and swaps to your river, well, that's probably not so good, right? So, kill both of the pair, claim the female. Then, go and find a solo male on the river or wherever you're trying to swap them out of. Shoot that one, do not claim, main menu, and hope they swap. I found roe deer weren't too bad to swap. A couple stubborn ones, but I don't know, I had 9-ish pairs I had to swap, and I feel like I had it done in a few hours. Minus the 2 that just never did. You 2 found it necessary to remind me of my duties in this stream. What's up, Soup? Good to see you, man. How's the little guy? What's up, Jay? What will you shoot the great one with? I asked that on Friday's stream, and then I realized it's already predetermined. The reason that I came back to the boar grind at all is because... that sounded kind of cool. Is because I don't have a great one boar with the bow. This is the only species, including pheasants, that I don't have a great one up with the bow. Goes back to the bet that I had with Pooch and losing that bet due to the Steelers losing to the Packers. So I had to shoot my boar with a muzzleloader out of a tree stand, which was an awesome experience. It was really cool. But I want one of every great one with the hawk edge bow, so that will be the weapon of choice. Doing great, John. How are you? Little lad had me up at 3 a.m. He blissfully went back to sleep. I did not. Hey, I think I was also up at 3 a.m. 2:30 maybe? He did not blissfully go back to sleep till... I don't know what time. A while. As is the usual. What's up, Frostbite? Today's my birthday, still haven't got my Great One Wolf yet. Well, happy birthday. Hopefully the game will wish you a happy birthday with the Great One if you're still grinding. My mental capacity is not up to modding. Huh, that's strange. So this is where my Dilute Badger came from in yesterday's video. And I didn't kill any of the boar. I actually had 2 shooters here. I'm surprised they're not here, but next run I'm sure they will be. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, anybody that says anything bad about Canada is getting banned because Soup just can't take it. Hashtag dad life. What's up, K-Flow? Good to see you, man. Hey, Bowie, welcome on in. Got all sorts of piglets. Got all options for days down there. I wonder if there's going to be any shooters on the other side, because like almost every one of these we could shoot. We'll try to pick the 2 best. Okay, it's going to be that one and that one. So I'll respot the 4. Perfect. Shot 2,728 fallow deer without a Great One. Any tips? My main question always is, are you getting a lot of diamonds? My second fallow grind, despite a good diamond rate, was like 5,500 kills. I don't know what it is. Sometimes fallow can just be mean like that. Okay, this is a bit strange, the amount of males we have down here, but good problem to have. I'm not complaining. Cool. I could probably tear down that waterfowl blind too, but it's fine. So wife car is fixed again, we shall see. Man, fingers crossed for you guys' sake that's the last time it needs to be fixed, because what you guys have been dealing with that thing is ridiculous. Hey Riley, good to see you, man. Got a time in Vicuña yesterday, very nice. I gotta get back on Peru again. Feels like it's been too long. How do I know when to shoot my stacked fallow deer? So the reason you would stack to begin with is so that you can shoot down your exterior zones more effectively. It's inverse herd management, right? So you leave a bunch of small animals alive to get more big ones in your main zones. You leave big ones in your main zones to get small ones in your exteriors. So once you've shot down all of your exteriors to whatever level you're trying to get them, then you shoot your stacked ones and you start grinding. Do I have my alerts off? Whoops, my bad. Sorry about that, Riley. Wait, I think I can fix it. Haha. Thank you for the 24 months. Welcome back. I had that off, I think, from recording the Great One Road Deer video. Pretty sure that's why that happened. Anyway, appreciate you, man. The Double 12, welcome back. The boar can't... The boar can't... Boar? I don't get it. This grind is boarding the ship and sliding through these waves like a hog. Okay, a little bit weird that there's like multiple feeders. I kind of remember though, from the boar grind initially, it would take a couple runs till they'd like find the feeder again. So this might be normal. Perfect timing to accompany me during a boring moose grind. Well, hopefully this will help you pass some time, and hopefully you can just get a great one. 1 diamond jag, numerous 8s, and 200 plus kills. I want my great one. I hope, for your sake, it goes quickly. Another nothing. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna rest like 4 times here. Just bounce around on some different times a day, like during their feed times, in hopes that they find the dang feeders. Is there also a female Friday? Typically Fabled Friday, but I mean, I guess. How long have you played the game? Since the beginning, I like technically got to play the game in their like, I don't know what to call it, lottery beta that they did in December of 2016. It came out in February of 2017, and I've pretty much played it ever since. Couldn't tell you the longest gap I've had without playing Call of the Wild in that time frame, but no more than 2 weeks, I bet. Okay, nothing there, but let's main menu. And we go again. Big females count too, you know? Hey. Especially on the Red Fox grind, but one of these days they're going to add a great one that could be a female. I can feel it. Who's this nerd? What's up, mistress? Multiple Canadia mods in the chat? Too bad Boar don't have like any real significance to Canada. Otherwise, I would try to make some kind of, maybe this is a sign reference. So pumped for tomorrow. Jurassic World Evolution 3 is finally getting Crocs. Like actual Crocs or Dino Crocs? Wouldn't you know it? Our boar are missing? Sometimes. Oh, let's 1 minute first. Sometimes when you fast travel over there, That does it as well. Tapir Great One female? The way my tapir life is going, I'd rather not grind for a Great One tapir, but if they had it, I would do it. What's up, the real hunter? Great One Gemsbuck, but it's a female Great One? There you go. Oh, that actually did make them spawn. Not gonna lie, I didn't expect it. Okay, there's a male. There's another male over there. You know what's gonna be better? It might cause them to flee, like, sprint again for a second. But I believe our shot angle is just better from our actual shooter tent, and will actually be in the tripod. Why don't I see them? There they are. Not that one. That one. And was the only other male to level 1? This is the thing I truly don't understand. Like, how sometimes there's 2 shooters and sometimes there's 1, but I don't know. We kill pigs and things happen. What Great One do you want next? I mean, elk would be incredible. That's what I continue to hope for. If they did Gemsbuck, the male version would have to troll. Maybe, I mean, it could be one where both could be Great Ones, and then, yeah, the male version would be sort of like the small rack Great One in this case, or small horns Great One. But then also, maybe its own unique fur and a couple different horn types. I like that idea. Keto, that sounds rough. That's great. What are you talking about? Great One Roosevelt could be really cool. And that model redo. I started it, Soup. I've been doing it for a week and a half. I'm down like 10 pounds. Brother. I hate these pigs. Oh, wait. Were they behind me again? Maybe. I mean, the zone's here like they were. I don't know. Is feeder full? Yeah. Seems like another one they just don't go to all the time. What's up, Anna? Going pretty good. How are you? How's everyone on this yummy day? What's going on, Pablo? Just switched to PC from PlayStation after playing since Medved came out. Feel like I have nothing? Understandably so, but hopefully you're going to really enjoy, like... Oh, heck yeah! Now we're talking. Hopefully you're really going to enjoy... Oh, hang on. One more time. Hopefully you're really going to enjoy being able to use mouse and keyboard, and, like, it will take some getting used to. I can tell you that from, like, watching Kyla learn it. She had... Do I have, like, the Parry 308 customized? Yeah. She had played on console for a long time, and then, like, when she moved in here, and I eventually got her a PC, she didn't like it. She did not like using mouse and keyboard, but before long, she's to the point, like, she doesn't want to use a controller anymore. Nothing beats a Manitoban elk. That guy looks like a great one. I feel like that's a specific quote from a specific fella. Alright. Spot the 2. Pop the 5. Pop the 2. And are we on the board already? Was it a guarantee? I think so. Only use controller again for the angler? Oh. I'm misreading that. Nice, 150. Alright, well it took us 10 kills. And we got a diamond down. Heck yeah. I thought you were saying you exclusively use a controller for the angler, but yes. Especially when you were, like, visiting your, parents down there. Play a little angler on console. Honestly, good game to play with a controller, though. Okay, let's see if they're here this time. Do you grind at feed time to see the rares? I just find feeders to be better. There's a couple of things. Let me check here real fast. I do see pigs. So, this whole river system and stuff is awfully annoying to do in drink time. You're either having a ton of claiming tents, because, like, do you want to run around that whole thing? You know what I mean? Or you're four-wheeling around and it just takes forever to do it. Feeders just generally, like, speed up the grind. And it can, like, compress things. Like, if you can get 2 groups of pigs at the same feeder, that's one less tent resource that you gotta spend. Hit him again for good measure. Already have 3 trolls on a ski and still no diamond. A ski does have some species that like to troll, unfortunately, but hopefully the beauty of the map can keep you at it. Gotta make it far. What's up, Trent? I've been listening, working on my book, and I agree, going from years on controller to mouse and keyboard is hard. Even now there's a couple games I can't play on mouse and keyboard. For a long time, because I used a controller a decent bit when I played a lot of Rocket League, and I would have, it's hard to describe, but I would have like these things where I guess my brain misfired. And I would like try to press a button on a controller despite using mouse and keyboard. Like, I can understand where it would screw you up. What's up, Laura? Thank you for the 26 months. Welcome back. I've killed like, I've killed 6 level 5 caribou on Yukon, and I'm gonna just say, hope the next one stinks its hoof. I don't know what that means, but that sounds kind of gross. Yeah, they're just terrible trolls. They really are. You gotta wonder, is every male at the other feeder, or are they behind the hill? I don't even know. Oh, strange. I don't know. I did a 1-minute trick at the start of this. Normally, I don't need to do it elsewhere. Let me see if any males appear. Don't think so. There's either going to be a pile of them in the other place, or we're missing a herd. Herd, mob, whatever. I only use controller for Souls-likes and racing games. Keyboard, mouse, superior for all the rest. There's definitely, like racing, like you said, there are genres of games that it is just kind of better to use a controller, so that makes sense. If we can get all 3 of these, we will. Good enough, I guess. I was literally going to say out loud, don't shoot another pig by accident, and we still nearly did. Some serious applause for Mel getting a great one pheasant on controller. Probably multiple, right? She might only have one, I don't know. Can't even use a mouse to click a box the first try. Yeah, sometimes when I'm like going through editing stuff and clicking, and I'll make the same mistake, click the same wrong button 4 times. It happens. Just grinding some fallow while watching the Big Flounder stream. Well, best of luck to you. Hopefully the fallow are kind. See if we get some piggies this time. Souls games are, for example, Elden Ring and Dark Souls. Okay, I didn't know exactly what you meant by that, but I was wondering if that was, like, Souls-like. I assumed it was more of a category. It's been primarily one shooter here for the last while, but every now and then there's 2. Speaking of controller, you should take your next great one on controller. Not this one, but maybe one after that. Because I want to take this one with a bow, I don't want to mess around with that. What? How did he die like that? But anyway, I'd be down to do a controller great one challenge thingy. Seems fun. I typed Souls-likes in my original message. Guess he's leaning against the rock. Do you have more animals by putting in a feed zone? Like, you can. Let's try to make an example. Let's say the boar actually feed down in all that brush. Like that, let's say that's their normal feed zone. You can't see in there very good, it's kind of in the trees, there's some hills in the way. By placing a feeder over here, maybe we just get that herd to feed here in the open where we can shoot them. In that case, we're not getting more animals. But if instead we have 2 herds of boar, one that feeds down here and one that feeds over here, in that case, yes. Those feeders we were just at by this big lake, and you'll see them again next run in a few minutes, I have probably 4 or 5 herds of boar that are coming into these at 2 feeders. Like, that's that thing where you can consolidate your grind setup by using the feeders and bringing all the pigs to one location. Or all the deer, whatever else you're using feeders for. Think it should be mule deer on controller? I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do next, whether it's going to be go back to fox, whether it's going to be finish off jaguars. We'll kind of have to see, but I think in either case, fox would be scary. But since I'm not using the bow, I think I can manage. I'd be really concerned I screw it up, though. What's up, Dark Arcanine? How's the second boar grind going? So far, so good, honestly. I've been liking it. We had 9 diamonds on Friday. already won today. So it seems like we've got stuff working. We just need to keep on going, hopefully, until a 10 shows up. I got a fawn on my cell cam right now. Heck yeah. $5.30, and away we go. What are the 5 rares you have? I don't know most of these because we did this in, like, March. We did get 2 on Friday, though. One was a big melanistic. I screwed it up. And one was a, like, smallish gold, black gold. That one I did notice and shot with the proper weapon. First hunt got a melanistic Taruka. Nice. Tips for Willow Ptarmigan. For grinding Willow Ptarmigan? I suppose you could do it similarly to how I did, like, my red grouse grind. Just kind of set up on feed zones and try to, position yourself to kill them with the 22. The difference is, because, like, red grouse flocks never have more than 2 males to the best of my knowledge. Willow grouse will, and you can get diamond females. Maybe, if you're on PC, I probably wouldn't do this on console because it's just tougher. If you're on PC, you could do it how I did my pheasant grind. Ground blind, or sorry, tent and ground blind, basically right next to the feed zone. Fast travel in, they flush, and then try to kill them all out of the air with a shotgun. You might be able to do it with the 22, but I think enough of them are going to flee that it would be annoying. What's up, Paisley? Welcome on in. Hey, Spencer. Hey, Barley, made it early for once. Can you mail me $3 and a gold star? Who cares about a stupid star? Just killed my haggis. Heck yeah. I, unfortunately, still have not killed mine. How's the little Flantro doing? He is doing fantastic. I swear, although I hear him down there making noise now, but I think he's talking to his cartoons. He's been, like, super mellow today, which has been nice. Like, not quite as, easily agitated or whatever, so I don't know, whatever tooth he had coming in or something maybe has settled for a bit. I know I just said he's watching cartoons, but we've also been, like, trying to have him entertain himself, and he was doing super good at that today. He had a nice little breakfast. He had eggs and oatmeal and pears. He's eating like an absolute champion, which is so much fun, although it's very messy. And he's sitting up pretty good now. Hey, Troy. Are you ready for IRL bow season? I'm getting there. I've got some stay-in stuff I need to do. I want to put a couple mock scrapes in. I'm hoping to do that stuff on Saturday. Whoa, that's weird for them to not be here. Let me just try something. But anyway, I feel like I'm shooting pretty good. I'd like to practice some from, like, an elevated position. I haven't done that yet, but I like where I'm at as far as shooting goes. For whatever reason, sometimes they don't show. He just drank 6 ounces of milk? Nice. Watching from Switzerland again? Oh yeah. How's that going? What's going on, by the way, man? What is your favorite great one you have? It is my Scarborn Wolf. I just never thought I would get that fur. And to have gotten it live on stream, kind of unexpectedly, really. Our wolf grind wasn't exactly popping off. We were just kind of doing our thing, doing something, sort of waiting for the next update. Sure enough, there he was. Will you make any IRL hunting videos this year? Yeah, there probably won't be as many. I've typically made like 1 a week throughout all of archery season for 7 years now. My guess is, like, I just won't get out enough times to do that. But hopefully, like, 4-ish videos from archery and then 1 or 2 from rifle. So if we can get like 6-ish videos in there, that'd be good. What's up, Jacob? Do you prefer Salzwiesen or Scotland fox grind? Whoa. Okay, I forget who, but to the person who was asking about, like, more animals at a feeder, you can see what the power of drawing multiple groups of pigs to one location is. This is nuts. Anyway, which do I prefer, Salzwiesen or Scotland? Like, I like Salzwiesen because it's generally more relaxed, although sometimes you get 3 pairs of foxes at the same zone. That's a little fast-paced, but Scotland is constantly nuts because there are just so many foxes to shoot. I do feel I get more 9s, though. So, I don't know. 1,000 kills into fox, and I think that's males and females. When I change up the counter, whenever we go back to foxes to only count males, it'll tell me what I'm at. but probably only 500 or so. I think at the moment I'd prefer Scotland, but that might change, you know? Alright. There's a 4. And a couple of 2s, it looks like. Probably get the 2 2s that are side by side, why not? Might need this. Probably him first, and then those lads. Shouldn't be going far, good deal. Cleared the pressure from the one we just killed on this side. Must be around 7,000 foxes I've been grinding for 26 days. Good lord. Hopefully it breaks open for you soon. Or today if you're still doing it. I regret not going for that boat trip. Which boat trip? Cohen, so you have to do the first 2 story missions. After that, it should spawn on your map. It's just a matter of locating it, which is much, much easier said than done, as I have found out. 5,400 male foxes, and I never want another one again. Yeah, why I started another one, I don't know, but the furs are very good. And although males making it look like they're one that you can just go out there and get a couple of, they're usually that one that there aren't, 10 of getting posted in the community per day. They feel a little more like an exclusive club when you get them. Do I? Oh, that's a male, okay. A lot of pigs here. And the other thing, too, there's a solo level 1 that lives around here. We gotta watch out for that. Not here today. Since haggis can respawn now, will you try to get a diamond haggis? I don't think, even though, I try to get a diamond of every species in the game, I feel like that being a cryptid, I'm allowed to consider that an exception. Gonna continue my great one jaguar hunt, because a ski ain't being nice to me? Hey, give it a shot. Jaguars are awesome. I know it's slower. I like the jaguar grind. My haggis ran at my feet. I wish that would happen to me. I've been all over this stupid map, but the problem was, they weren't spawning properly for the first bunch of times I've done it. I've really only hunted them maybe 3 times since they've been fixed. Last spot. 26 piggies already. Nice. Stop getting 9s and there's nothing big left in exteriors. I should probably know this. Which map are you grinding on? Nice big old 4 there. I think that's the only shooter. Favorite animal ever IRL? If you mean in a hunting sense and not a pet sense, because this could get very confusing. I think my favorite deer that has ever existed is the Bladed 9. I wish I had a picture of him here, but it was a buck that, whether it was just his core area or some kind of cosmic connection, he and I ran into him so many times. Never got a shot at him. Was never able to close the deal. I do not know what happened to him. I don't know if he was harvested. I don't know if he died of natural causes. He would have been 7 3 years ago, so he's almost certainly dead. But just a cool big old PA warrior buck that I never saw him break a tine. And to me, that signifies he was the boss of the woods up there at my dad's place. How many bears should you have in your main 4 lakes in SRP? I don't know what number you should have. For most species, if you're killing more than 12 to 15 per run, you're good. So if you have at least that many, I'd say you're fine. Is that the Bladed 9? Huh? Oh, goodness. That's not normal. Badgers. Is the entire herd here? No. Well, just pigs doing what they do. Let's 1 minute and fast travel over to the tent. Got a great one moose yesterday, only my 2nd great one ever. Nice. Hopefully it was a combo you liked. Congratulations. Loud. What do you think is the next map in Great One? I continue to hope for Arizona and Great One Elk, so I'm going to keep on saying that. Okay, I have around 10. Well, really respawn that fast, but main menuing does bad for us. I don't main menu. Yeah, if you kill them all, you don't need to main menu. 10? That seems awfully low. Are you checking the little bouncer lake? Why do you use meters and kilograms? It goes back to the Hunter Classic. So I played Classic for, I guess technically about 7 years before Call of the Wild came out, but I was like really playing it hard for like 4 years before Call of the Wild came out. Classic is locked to metric. You can't use the Imperial units, and a lot of the species, especially Leighton Lakes and Hirschfelden, shared max weights. Whitetail are 100 kilo, blacktail are 95, moose are 620, elk are 500, red deer, boar 240, roe deer 35. Like, all these things are the exact max weights from the Hunter Classic. I didn't want to have to relearn all that stuff coming to Call of the Wild, so I've just kept it. And the game is designed for metric, like nice even zero ranges, 75, 150, 300 instead of like, what is it, 84, 168 and 3, or 164 and 328 maybe? Nice. 3 shooters, that's a bit strange. Will we kill them all? Let's just go with the 2, I think. Hopefully save one for next time. I still think blacktail are a hard one to find in the game. Like a hard trophy. I think it's a combination of they aren't super easy diamonds and nobody hunts them that much because they're ugly. Like, you don't see them posted around the community all the time because there's not a lot of people out there like, I'm on day 46 to try to get a super rare blacktail. Somebody might be, and if you're out there, respect. 82, 164, and 328? Missed the first one, huh? I say 84. There we go. What is the best beginner grind? Mule deer on a ski ridge almost certainly is the best. Generally considered pretty easy. Simplistic to set up. You can follow like any guide out there on YouTube for the ski ridge mule deer grind, and they all will roughly give you the same layout. But I think it teaches you grinding really good. I feel like I learned more about grinding doing mule deer than maybe any other grind I've ever done. Mule deer was where I think the switch flipped for me. Or flip switched? Switch flip. I think I got it right the first time. Like, I heard managing them and then getting 4 great ones. That was nice too. It really helped me see like, okay, this is how you need to be doing this. Are you only leaving level 1s? Yeah, and even in like, if I get to the point that I only have level 1s at a feeder, I'll kill a couple of them too. Because I believe I've got my exteriors pretty managed. To get the kind of diamond rate we've been getting lately, I have to think my exteriors are in good shape. So, like mule deer, when I would have like all level 2s in my main lakes, when that happened, alright fine, gotta kill a couple 2s. Now, I do try to like only kill the 2 biggest pigs, or if I'm gonna kill 3, which I might here, but I don't like how this sets up, so I'll probably only get 2. I go for the 2 biggest ones. I don't just shoot any shooter pig. You know, the level 2s there aren't 1s, so like, could I shoot them yet? But I'm only gonna kill those when they're the biggest ones left. I learned grinding from Crow. Not a bad guy to learn how to grind from. Unless it's Wild Boar, he sucks at that. Someday he'll get one, and I can't say that. I still remember your double diamond Euro Bison. Oh my god, what a... I need to make a short of that. I have a clip of it on my old clips channel that I don't use anymore. But probably one of the earliest double diamonds ever. That was like diamond number 5 and 6 for me. And won by complete accident. So cool. I miss the days of like such mystery with Call of the Wild. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was following a heavy track because I knew that might mean there's a diamond. I wasn't even smart enough to spot the charging bison just in case. Luckily, I made a smoke shot. Good times. I don't see any large piggies that would resemble... Never mind. Holy throwback, right? Came out of the womb grinding. I mean, if you're not on that hashtag grind set, what are you doing? Little man has 9 great ones already. Just kidding. That's a pile of female pigs. How many kills do you think it'll take me to get the great one moose? if you're doing herd management, I'm going to guess 1250. Great video, just rewatched the other day. Really? That's cool. It's neat to think what sort of legacy YouTube videos can leave. I mean, my goodness, that has to be, I would guess, 8 years ago. That was probably in 2018. Little man gonna be editing YouTube shorts at age 4. I need that short by 12 p.m. Get on it. Kind of foggy here. I don't think there's a shooter this time. I'm like 99% sure it's a bouncer when we do get them, so no big deal. Another one. I remember that 1,000 scoring coyote with Jaxy that took you forever to find. That's like top 3 Call of the Wild memories for me all time. Probably top 2. So many things about it. I've told the story so many times. The Never Go AFK with Flinter video where I was pushing Jaxy into the lake with the 4-wheeler. That video happened before the 1,000 coyote. And my plan had been to title that exact video, the ATV one, Why Flinter Never Gets Diamonds. Because at that stage, Jaxy and Zaggy both had more diamonds than I did. It was going to be because I screw around and do stuff like that. And then sure enough, later that night, I find that 1,000 coyote. It was such a group effort. Like, Jaxy, myself, Jay, Sean Johns, and I don't know if it was that specific encounter. It probably was. This spawned our, was it Diamond Hunters? What do we call that? We did like a stream series. Myself, Jaxy, Wrecked Kiwi, and Riki Racer. Whoever's day it was to stream, because like it was so cool back then. There weren't a lot of Call of the Wild creators, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, there are more now. It's obviously great for the game. But we each had like our own day. Nobody's, like I didn't stream on the day Jaxy was streaming because I wasn't trying to step on his stream's toes, right? So we'd all link up, and we'd go hunt around our maps, and if it was Wrecked Kiwi's stream, and I found a diamond whitetail, hey, come here, come shoot this. Like, it was a very neat thing. The collaborative effort, I don't want to say Great One Grinding killed it, because I think it was prior to Great One Grinding, but the collaborative, like, finding trophies together thing, I think is mostly dead in Call of the Wild. Still happens, but not to the degree that it used to. Oh my goodness, they're where they're supposed to be? How nice. I just rewatched your albino moose from Medvid back in 2018. Man, the voice changes surely happened. The worst part is that was still when I didn't have, like, a lot of the emotion and stuff behind it. So, like, you watch it back, you think, like, he doesn't even care. Like, no, I was so... what is the right word? I was so anxious about making that shot and stuff. And also, like, I didn't want to... I guess overdo the reaction and stuff, and especially if you then mess up the shot, like anxiety just for days. I was very, very nervous. Let me put it that way. I still remember you taking the Bucks Nortweeze collar to Africa and bow hunt every species. Was that the one? I think I know what video you're talking about, because I still get comments to this day that say like you forgot Gensbuck and Lions. They weren't in the game yet when I made that video. Shooting an albino badger. Ooh, nice. Good luck to you. Playing reactions better than overdramatic. It was entirely, like, genuine and legitimate. I can promise you that. What's your dream non-Great One species Great One? Wait. Are you just asking me, like, what species I'd most like to see a Great One added to? I'll go Rocky Mountain Elk, because even though I want the Rosies to get one, I think the Rockies actually need the model redo more. Nonchalant Flooper is actually good falling asleep material. Hey, fair enough. I think I'm mostly nonchalant now. More chalant, though. Brebbies? Would much prefer your type of reactions over the people who scream into their mics. Everybody's got their own style, and, you know, I guess if everybody did the same thing, then probably wouldn't be that interesting. What's up, Asian Hunter? Good morning to you. When's little man getting his first 22? We'll start with a BB gun around 7 or 8. I think that's when I got one. It does, and, you know, we'll see where that ends up, but it also matters, like, I think I started a lot of things maybe a year or so later than maybe I otherwise would have, because my parents wanted my brother to be old enough to start too. So, you know, I started deer hunting at 10. My brother started deer hunting at 8. Maybe I would have been deer hunting at 8 if I were the only boy or something like that. So that will play a factor too. Gonna go back to watch some of these tonight? You got me wanting to go through and make a catalog of super old video shorts. Sean Allen, thank you for becoming a Shusty. Welcome on in, man. Really do appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Enjoy the green name, member badges, emotes in chat, and early access to uploads. Technically, that's the bigger 3. So we're gonna go, they're both facing away. How about this? That one. That one. I just got out of there. I'm happy enough with that. No need to track. Do it? I think I will. Would love to see more Wade the Hunter videos. I do have another Wade the Hunter 2 video, like, on the docket, more or less. Stuff's broken in the game, and I just have not been motivated to edit it and release it. But I'll probably put it out this week. I need to. The problem with having a video, especially in a game that's in early access, and then not releasing it, eventually there's going to be an update, and eventually people are going to be confused. How do I pronounce that? Is it Ellie? Hopefully. Oh, it's Elijah, isn't it? I see it. Sorry. Thank you for becoming a Shusty. Welcome on in. Appreciate you, and enjoy the green name, member badges, emotes in chat, and early access to uploads. I don't see a mail this time. Could be over the hill. Let's check. Should do, like, a pre-Trophy Lodge highlights video? Not a bad call. Because I've got a couple of super rares. Melanistic Diamond Kudu, Albino Diamond Moose. That might be the only 2. But certainly some cool diamonds and stuff. Couple of nice rare moose. I shot a... The video never came out. I, like, forgot that I did it, and then I deleted the footage. But I shot, like, a 9... This is old scoring. A 908 piebald moose back then, too. But obviously that wouldn't be in the highlight video, because somebody forgot to save the footage. No luck. Alright. Sounds like a banger vid idea. Sounds like something to release in November, if you ask me. I'm sure I'm not going to be able to prep like I normally do. Hey, I'm going to just put this out there. If anybody has a great idea for it, I'll do it. The last couple years, my Rutcation videos, one of the things I've been doing is, like, I did the deer tour, I think in 2024, and then the predator pursuit in 2025, hunting every member of a certain class of species in Call of the Wild. So it was every deer species in 24, it was every predator species in 25. Is there a class of species left in Call of the Wild that would be like a 4 or 5 video series? Not that I could think of, but if someone comes up with one, then we could do it. Sounds like the pintail. I want to make that every diamond in the game video. Stupid pintail. I might just do it anyway. Gotta be a shooter in there, right? I guess that. The Burb Brigade? Actually, not bad. Could maybe do that. Bird species waterfowl never even crossed my mind. I didn't think it. Every, and I mean every bird. That's gotta be the most, easily. How many are there? 40? But you could do, like, with the e-collar, it wouldn't be bad. I like that. Heck yeah. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. So, hopefully, 10-ish days in early November, more or less. Maybe even some pre-rut stuff if we have good weather in late October. Some Bird Brigade. Maybe a couple of throwback things. You guys talked about that highlight video from... I gotta write stuff down. I should do that. Highlight video of old stuff. What was the other one I just talked about? Oh. Every diamond of the game video, probably. I claim it. Welcome back to the I can't even speech it. Let me try again. Welcome back to the Bird Brigade. I can't say that. What if I just say it properly? Welcome back to the Bird Brigade, sponsored by Mel's Gaming. There we go. Write that down, write that down. I actually am going to write that down. I got sticky notes, and the problem is I usually don't do anything with them. Like, they're just there, and then I'm like, yeah, that's a thing. Let's see. Bird Brigade. Free lodges. Highlights. Who needs like a content strategist? Just live stream and let people give you ideas. I'm gonna be famous. Holy. Alright, we got a couple of lads. Haven't seen a big one in a minute. Hopefully that's not a bad sign. I think I shot the right pig first. What map is this? This is Tornasheen in Scotland. I need a shout out for the pre-Trophy Lodge video. This video is brought to you by Average Joe Coffee. If you make coffee, you should. A bourbon we will go. Maybe I'll even sneak a built video in for Bird Brigade. I like built. Such a good game. Level 5 boar famously don't exist. They definitely seem like they kind of come in waves, so, you know, we might go another 30 kills with none, speaking of none, and then kill 3 and, you know, 40 kills. Happens. Enchiladas, nice. Ooh, now I want coffee. Coffee. Maybe it's a good sign for a big male, let's hope. What super rare would you want that nobody else does? Super what I want that no one else does. I'm gonna do this in a different order and try this. Probably, like, I feel like it would be a bird species if we want to do that no one else wants. Oh god. But like, what bird super rare? I feel like albino diamond Canada goose would be pretty, you know, there's not no one that wants that, but that's maybe a less highly sought after one. Is there anyone who wouldn't want a super? I think more along, the way I'm reading the question is things that other people aren't hunting for, more so. Super coyote or yak? Where? Okay. If you go where the ladder is, that's a honker's idea. Been 3s here for a minute. I have one if I started popping some of these 2s, if that would help. Another 3. Golly, there's 3s everywhere. Oh, I thought that one dropped. Let's quit at that. Oh, he only ran that far, but whatever. How you been doing today? Pretty good. I got a classic video coming tomorrow that I recorded earlier. Had a really good time. Couple of sort of PB-ish. Well, one's a true PB, one's a PB in a sense. So that was fun. Got to hang out with a little man for a while. Had a good morning, and then getting into stream time is always fun. When are you going to get the great one? 47 minutes. Set your watch. Imagine that. Can we pop a 2 for funsies? Might just pop a 2 next time. Wish we could bulk buy ammo and also fill feeders at once. That'd be nice. Bulk buy ammo, the fact that that's not in the game blows my mind, but yeah, the feeder thing is a very good idea. What rares do wild boar have? Albino, melanistic, black gold, purple gray. Did I get them all? Might be all of them. Hear me out, mini map with great one coyote and turkeys? Like Saul's Wiesen size? I like it. Make it, well, that, I don't know. I was gonna say make it like the Everglades. And then you could do Osceola turkeys and have the Grand Slam. School starts tomorrow. God. Crazy how quickly the summer goes by. What's up, AI? can you grind for Blacktail Super Rare? If you're asking if I will do that, I don't really grind for Super Rares. If you're asking if it's possible, yeah. Herd management would be the way, you know, try to get maximal number of diamonds so that hopefully when a rare shows up, it's also a diamond. Should do a video on a 7-day grind of hunting fallow deer. I might have to get Scarecrow's blessing to do a video like along his series, but could maybe do something like that. Technically, in a sense, my 3-hour grind thingy for the Great One Roe Deer was similar to what he does, but it's not really exactly what he does, so I didn't think that was the same deal. Haven't had a shooter down there in a minute. How many main zones should you have in your mule deer grind? It gets tricky because everybody's map's going to be a little bit different. I've got a couple of zones where I have like 2 herds of deer in the same zone, but you want to be killing like 12 to 15 bucks per run. So whether that takes you 6 zones or 8 zones or 9 or 10, whatever you need to accomplish that. If you get less than about 12 per run, you don't get respawns very good. Look at your phone? Look at my phone. Oh. For someone who is not rich in this game, you should not have to pay $2,000 to rest your head on a pillow. I think the idea is to try to, like, well, I want to say, make it so that spam resting isn't like an effective tactic. But of course, once you have 40 million or whatever, it's fine. What's up, Lemon? Gonna try this same strategy again. Well, it worked once. No piglets. Can't even get out of my own blind. What is your favorite map? Still is Ski Ridge. You're gonna have to go back there again very soon. I love it there. I miss the Twitch background music on these YouTube streams. Yeah, I need to set it up, although I don't think I could do the music. There might be a way. Yeah, I could do it actually. Pretty sure. No mails. Bit strange, but I do want to eventually make the YouTube streams multi-streams, so stream to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. I will keep the Friday streams Twitch only, because I know a lot of you guys like the chill vibes of the Twitch streams, but eventually, if you wanted to have that, whenever I get it set up, that should be good. 12 to 15 bucks for fallow too. Really good HM, yeah. You could probably go like a higher number for fallow. I mean, I always did. It was fine. Where's all my males? See, you might wonder, am I killing enough pigs per run? If this continues to happen, what I'll do is like I'll kill that level 1. And hopefully by increasing the number of pigs we're getting, that'll help. The other thing too would be down there where we have all those level 2s and stuff, start killing 3 per zone. How does copyright work with that? On YouTube, it would be no good. On Twitch, the way that it works, like, you make it so that the VOD doesn't have the music, and generally that's okay. What is your favorite gray one? Gray pumas are pretty nice. No, as a species, moose. Need a Layton video soon? You have something there? You're saying there's something on the map waiting for me? A big male? Definitely need to hop back on Layton. I miss OG Layton. I wish they would, like... They did that population redistribution and stuff for every map when Rev and Tuli came out. I wish they would redistribute Layton again, but back to exactly how it was when it came out. Elk littered through Calburn. Moose all up there. Calburn sucks now. Like, there's not much reason to go up there anymore. It used to be, like, an oasis. I remember my first albino elk was up there in Calburn, and I was just blown away at the amount of animals. When I do hunt Layton, I don't generally go up there. Pretty sure he's just dark brown. Nobody hiding behind the hill. So probably a bunch more males on the right side. I mean, it takes 45 seconds to do if you want me to do it, Kyla. Level 3. Level 2. And like I said, I'm probably going to try to get 3 of these. Well, not that one. Are there 3 males? Well, I try to err on the side of not making any rush decisions with killing level 1s, so let's wait on that. We do another fox grind, but on Scotland. I have one going. God, I thought that was a melon, and I was going to be so mad because I, like, stopped for a second and almost used the right gun. Anyway, I have one going. I've got 1,000 kills-ish. So, when we get back to it, I'm not sure. But, yeah, I plan on finishing that. Most painful trophy you've messed up? I've got 2, and they're both extra painful because it was on stream. I messed up a Diamond Wolf on a Yukon Valley early access stream. And it was the first map EW ever did early access for. I think, like, literally 3 creators got early access. There was no creator program or nothing back then. I don't even know if they set it out with emails. They got, like, fancy stuff now. I'm pretty sure TK literally DM'd me, like, hey, here's how to do early access. You can release content here. It was so much more basic back then. But what I'm trying to say is, basically nobody's streaming Yukon Valley early access but me at this time. There's 1,000 some people in there, and here comes this legendary wolf attacking me. And I screwed up the shot. I mean, I was devastated. I was so embarrassed. I tried my best to, like, play it off, but oh my god, it, like, ruined my deck. I got a couple more Diamond Wolves through that early access, but that one, to screw that up, was big bad. The other one was a piebald gold alligator on Mississippi. I had spent so much time trying to get a gold rare gator. And I screwed up the shot the first time in the water, which was a dumb idea to try. And then we waited, and waited, and waited. I think the stream went half hour, 45 minutes, maybe more overtime. And finally he comes out on land. And I'm waiting for the perfect shot, waiting, and he's kind of getting alert. And he starts to move, and right when I shoot, I don't remember if he went down into a dip or stepped on a tree root and went up, but I missed. I mean, I hit him, but I missed the vitals. That one sucked. I do remember, like, I remember people in chat like, main menu, you save it, and I'm like, nah, like, as much as I'm big mad, I'm not gonna do that. Double boop. 4 troll fallow in a row, that's no good. Other than Euro Bison, I'm the best if we want to be specific. But yeah, Leighton still got elk, rabbits, blacktail. Anything else that's still OG models? Whitetail need a remodel, but it's not the OG model. My guilty pleasure is goal scoring great on vids until it happens to me. Oh god. That does feel like you're asking for sort of karma, enjoying other people's pain. Starting Red Deer on Tay. Why didn't y'all say this was so easy earlier? Yeah, Tay Red Deer is one of the easiest grinds. Not that I've done it, but from what I understand, one of the easiest grinds that there is. Do you think you have more trophies in multiplayer or single player? Total trophies multiplayer, but I probably have 3x, 4x the hours in multiplayer, because it gives that the Hunter Classic experience. Every map is, you know, new to me. I don't, like, when I go out there, I don't recognize any animal. It's not like when I do this grind, I'm like, oh, there's that level 1 boar again. Speaking of that level 1 boar again, we get 2 shooters here often enough. I won't kill that one yet, but part of me thinks he may need to die. Oh, the Skullmount Albino Wolf, that was bad. I didn't mess up the shot, but I surely messed up the taxidermy. Hey, remember your Stampede video? That has like 1 million views, and it is an absolute nonsense video. It is literally me and Zaggy screwing around. The funniest thing about YouTube and content creation is, like, you can put, like, your blood, sweat, and tears into a video, hours and hours and hours, and it gets like 8K views, and it's like, well, you know, it did something. Meanwhile, go and do Like, screw around for 30 minutes and make a video. 1 million views. What? Nonsense, no greatness? I wish I remembered the weapon, or ammo, or whatever, that I killed that diamond wildebeest with. It was something stupid. Birdshot or buckshot. That was gold. I'll have to go back and watch it again. Whoop. A little bit low. Pincushion, is that you? Those might be the best videos, most entertaining for sure. Some of the stuff back then, though, like 22K Buffalo, that one that you guys were talking about, the Stampede, Birdshot Cape Buffalo, 300 grain arrow Cape Buffalo, just like screwing around. Good times. I don't see pigs. I do see pigs. I definitely am getting the feeling we need to kill more. But there's another herd that goes here. Well, whatever the right mob. So I don't feel like killing more here is the answer. But somewhere we gotta pop another one or two because we're not getting respawns or something. Oh my god, yeah, G-Man being the old African warded, that was great. Fun fact, I redid all my voice lines in that because my mic was way quiet. Also, fun fact, when G-Man was Santa Claus in my The Hunter Classic video with him, he redid about half of his voice lines because he kept cutting out in the original. Back when multiplayer actually worked. Oh, what are you talking about? It's wonderful. I think that's the Badger zone where the dilute came from. Looks black gold for a second, but 'tis not. The Boar telling you to stop shooting them, they don't like it? Well, they better learn to like it. Diamond Jag number 37 in 1161 kills. Good lord. I hope for your sake that is the last diamond. Okay. Any male we get a shot at here, I think we're killing. Because I just feel like something's a little bit off. Got an hour plus long dog walk ahead of me. Glad to have caught the stream. Hopefully it'll help you pass the time. Hopefully the weather's good too. Kind of stormy here. Okay, any male but not level 1, so I should have specified. I think, yeah, we at least have 2 shooters here, 3 shooters here, which is good. Okay, let's spot that one. What I'm gonna do is actually just sit here until he feeds. There we go. Could not be any simpler. Just picked up a Fabled track for Jag. Nice. Was it like the Fabled fur? And if so, what fur? Tell Muley 15 to spawn for me, and it'll be a Petal Classic or Dripple Classic. No. Actually, it needs to be... Wait, no, Dripple's good. I'm getting the furs confused. It could be Dripple Classic. Well, that was 5 pigs right here. Hopefully that helps. Hiked 18 miles today. Feet are on fire. Sheesh, nice. Just enjoying this lovely heat. I keep telling Kylo, like, we're close. Like, a little bit. Another couple weeks. These 80-degree days are going to be a thing of the past. It's going to be beautiful fall weather. We're going to be walking little man outside all the time. We're going to be eating outside. Kylo she got this awesome deal on this, like, table with an umbrella and chairs and stuff. And we literally have not eaten dinner outside once. All summer. It's either too hot or too muggy or too buggy. In the fall, it's happening. Over 700 kills, Fabled Tapestry? Sweet. Some people don't like the tapestry fur. Hopefully you do. I love it. 5,300 kills into the pig grind, averaging a diamond every 20 kills, praying for it to end. Goodness. You must have a ton of diamonds if that's the case. Fingers crossed for you. It sounds like you got the pooch luck. No, surely no males here. Fall happens in December in Texas? That's not so great. We'll package the orange metal. It was a Thanksgiving pack. It's like Thanksgiving chrysanthemum. I'll show you, but it's not like a purchasable one. It was like a reward thing. Whenever it loads. Hey, Mason. Do you see the most recent round of Velvet picks? Not yet. I have not. Polished chrysanthemum. Homemade spray from the Thanksgiving theme. Kind of flintery orange, so we're rolling with it. A lot of piggies. No shooties. Not yet. But we could start killing level 1s down here and incorporate this back into like a main zone. But what I would need to do is establish which ones are the ones that are consistent and which ones, because there's a herd that only shows up every so often. Mob, whatever. I think it was a limited pack. It must have been a play Call the Wild during this time frame kind of thing, I would think. Or a community challenge. Not like charbroiled season. Did you see that Crow posted today? 2 super rares is crazy? I think I know about them because he sent them to me, but I did not know he posted that video today. What's up, Anton? Had my senior sunrise this morning. I feel old. I like watching and sitting and seeing the sunrise and drinking my prune juice. 118 this summer? Good lord. Not for me. I don't want that. Some dang consistency out of these things would be good too. They should add you as a character in the game. It would be really cool. Like, look, if they wanted to do something like that, I'd be flattered. I do think they would need to add a bunch of creators and then like what is the line at which they would stop. And like I just think it gets messy. So I doubt that'll happen. Blizzard baby. Yeah, there was nothing like being at the hospital looking out the window and seeing people skidding down the road, 10 inches of snow. What a time. Is this my board tracks? Lads, where you be? Oh my god, they were here. I didn't get a fleeing call when they took off, I guess? I must admit, I thought that stump was an albino pig at first. Had way more than 10 inches of snow. I think it was 10 inches of new snow. We already had a bunch. Content Creator Cosmetic Pack? No, that I think they should do. The Hunter Classic did it. To the best of my knowledge, it went over really well. I get, you know, comments and stuff to this day, like, I used your bow and killed my biggest whitetail or whatever ever. It's super neat. They did King Crab, yep. And the way they did that, basically any classic creator that wanted to participate could. And also, even within that, people who had never played classic. If they made a couple videos and sort of promoted the thing, they were in. Don't know where my mail's at there. That's just awfully weird. My guess is we gotta kill a level 1 somewhere. Picking where, I don't know. Why is the Hunter Classic closing? I mean, they've said essentially it's not financially feasible to keep it going at this stage. Keep on hoping something will happen to change that, but for now, that looks to be the case. Alright, I think it's a pretty tiny level 1, though. I've got bigger level 1s. Maybe I'll kill a different one, like down south. It surely felt like it broke the grind open Friday when we shot some ones. Why is there only one? One what? Right. Can you give me some ideas how to get great ones? There's a lot of really good guides out there that'll be able to explain stuff in far more detail than I'll be able to here, but the basics generally are herd management, which is like leaving a bunch of small animals alive. The game, in an attempt to balance that out, will spawn more big animals as a consequence. And then, like, I mean, grinding generally, setting up on zones and quickly going through and shooting them. Like the butterscotch, but I've never got one. Butterscotch is probably my second favorite. I want Scorch, and if I don't get Scorch, I would want Butterscotch. Let's at least see what's going on up here. Oftentimes for me, King Crab, the setup phase is my favorite part. Hopefully that's enough to kind of get you going again. It's a big 4. That's better than we've been seeing. Just tripped and ran into a mirror. Worst part, I didn't even see it coming. Yeah, but the mirror saw it coming. Imagine that. Okay, he laid down. So that one. And that. There's a slight chance I killed that pheasant. Nope, we did not hit it. Remember randomly spotting a fabled red deer on Hirsch like 3 years ago. Got all shaky and fumbled the shot. Never seen one since. Oh, that sucks. Easy to do though when that moment comes. Like, it's a lot of adrenaline, a lot to try to focus in on at one, moment in time. Level 4. You gotta wonder where all those males just went. Unless this is a bouncer location, which is possible. What? They just spawned in. Did you guys see that? Y'all saw that? That was weird. So is that my issue? I forgot about that, actually. I had somewhere on Friday, I forget what zone, where they were spawning super late. Like, super late. Magic? Yeah, should I be 1 minute-ing every time then? I don't know. Gonna get chalk? I'd take it. Come on. There we are. I also, I was thinking about it, I guess, this morning, because I was making a couple of shorts. There's a few boar shorts coming up. I had all but forgotten they have, multiple tusk varieties. So that'll be cool, too, hopefully getting something different. I noticed they just pop up sometimes. I've got, one spot where my Jaguars do that. I can't remember ever seeing the boar do it, other than Friday and now today. Borsts? It's a stretch, but I'll allow it. What do I do if there's only one female in a zone? If it's one of your grinding zones, generally, ignore that zone and move on to another location. You may want to check back there on occasion for bouncers, but probably, when only one animal is left in a zone, you don't get respawns. You might, if that was a herd, you might want to kill that female and see what happens, but the zone, most likely they won't come back there. They're probably going to have a new zone somewhere else. But if it is literally a solo female, don't worry about it. Okay, this is good. Maybe that was it. Maybe we just needed to kill, all those ones at the lake. I don't know. Pretty sure first time all day we've had 2 here. So hold our horses on killing those level 1s yet. I would definitely have YouTube Premium by now, but I don't think I use YouTube enough to get my money's worth. Yeah, if you can live with ads, then it ain't worth the money, but I watch a lot of YouTube. For me, it's definitely worth it. I have Ash, Stipple, and Chalk. Oh, I forgot Stipple's really cool, too. There's a lot of good boar furs, man. I've been out here forgetting all these cool things. Got a piebald jag in the grind yesterday. Sweet. Huh. I have a piebald jaguar that never made it into a video. Should probably do something about that. How's your day been? It's been super good. Had a really good morning hanging out with Little Man. Got a very productive classic video coming tomorrow. I won't say with who, but I have a collab video planned to record tomorrow. That's going to be fun. Fun times all around. I need to get a Great One Jag. I need to get Great One Jag 9 sometime soon. Are you saying you have 8 of them? Chalk is a real fur type? Yeah. Sort of off-whitish, chalk colored, you might say. Never not gonna have YouTube Premium. I watch too much on the TV. Yeah, and YouTube ads on the TV, I swear, are worse. Like, they're longer. There's more of them. It feels that way. Which maybe that's intentional, because, like, the normal, typical TV watching experience has commercials, so I don't know. Just got the Twin Soul Great One Wolf for my first a couple days ago. Nice. Good. First fur, too. I have 8 Great One Jags. I'm missing 2 furs. 8. That's crazy. Congrats. You are my favorite live streamer. Well, thank you, Brantley. I appreciate that. Looks like a nice buck in your profile pic. Letting my Jags jag around. Sounds good. They're just poopy spots. It's just about not worth having the feeder, quite frankly, but every now and then. Now, a lot of times there are 2 shooters here, but not always. I don't even see the level 1. Oh, there he is. I think I'm gonna kill that. I think I'm gonna miss it. Let's see if we get consistent 2 shooters here. YouTube Premium is a quality of life investment compared to doing this grind with only outposts. Again, if you watch a lot of YouTube, that is not a bad comparison. For certain, like if it's strictly entertainment, I guess it depends on how you look at, you know, spending the minute of ads or whatever every time you're gonna watch a video. But if you're looking for, like, you're looking up a tutorial, or you're looking at a recipe, or a guide for how to get great ones, or whatever, those minutes start to add up over your life that you could have saved by not watching ads. He was my target buck, but he disappeared last year. I know that all too well. As long as I've been hunting, and as I'd at least say for PA, successful as I've been, I've never actually killed a target buck, unless you count my big one, and he was a target for 3 hours. Like, I don't think that's the same thing. I'm so paranoid of melons, just in case, because that's kind of a weird estimate. Really, when they're by themselves, I should be doing that anyway. Can't watch a 30-minute video without 5 ads? Yeah, and like, from the creator perspective on that, I get why there's that many ads in videos. There's probably, I don't place ads in mine, YouTube does it. I don't know how many ads are in like my 35-minute deer hunting camp videos. Probably 5 or so. It's the livelihood of the creators, but it also sucks as a viewer to be like, can I just please get through this? In my board ground, I found some new maid zones around the perimeter of the southern border. This was a new one for me that I didn't know about. And I initially wasn't grinding up here at this lake. If you find 5 people and start a YouTube Premium family, it's like $3 a person. Is it that cheap? I thought it was a little bit more than that. What is your favorite gun? Probably the 7mm bolt action. It's about as versatile a caliber as you can get, classes 4 to 9. Pretty darn powerful, and I just like the look of it. There was a time when the 7mm break action, because it was the only 7mm, was considered the best gun in the game. Bring that caliber to a bolt action with a 3-round capacity. You can see why I like it. So excited for the season 2? Yeah, I messaged him actually yesterday, and I think it was something you had reposted. One of his posts on, you guys that are wondering what we're talking about, you guys know Deer Hunting the Season, the game I played? He's making a new game, the Season 2. And his Facebook page, I think it's Chaos Gaming, Chaos Entertainment. Mel might know. He's been posting updates, like screenshots of the game, like through the development phase. It's looking really good. The thing that I was telling him about, there's a trophy lodge. I like it. It looks super good. Very excited for that game. I don't know when it's coming out, but by the looks of things, he's got it going pretty good. I don't see no shooters this time. Is the Season 2 going to be on console? I don't know. They then nerfed the 7mm with the capacity. Probably the only 3-round capacity rifle they have released in the last, like, 5 years. That's a very good point. Typically, it's 5 rounds, even more. There are 3 shooters here, so it's going to be there, there, there. Wait till he gets back up. Well, we missed the follow-up, but that's all good. The initial this season WBR is not on console. Hopefully the Season 2 will be. I just don't know. I'll have to message him and ask him. What have I missed? Not a whole lot so far today. We're approaching 100 kills, only 1 diamond thus far. A far cry from Friday's stream in which we were killing a diamond like every 25 kills. But we just shot a level 1 somewhere and shot a couple of 2s, and it feels like it has opened the grind back up, like we're getting our respawns again. So hopefully the 5s start flowing pretty soon, or, you know, just a 10. Hey, Wait the Hunter 2 full release is supposed to be... Was it end of September? I surely hope they have a lot of fixes already figured out that just haven't been released in an update yet, because, boy, it feels like it's got a long way to go to a 1.0. What do you think the next map's going to be this winter? I mean, I'm hoping for an Arizona map. Africa 2.0 would be insane, obviously, but I feel like that's maybe not the direction they're going. September 29th. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. I want the game to do good, but man, frustrates me. I'll get really into it, have a really good time, like I was doing there. Why are you nervous? That's bizarre. Anyway. I recorded a couple of videos there, like after the Piebald Bison, and it's just been annoyance with bugs constantly. Including, apparently 5 stars, they can't make 5-star. I kind of think they're going to do a big update for a lot of bugs soon, I hope. I keep saying, like, they don't have, or how about this, they can't afford to continue to have game-breaking bugs that ruin the experience for what loyal players they have left, because I think they lost a lot of loyal players with Wait the Hunter 1 when the game kind of fizzled out there for a year. Pies look pretty and I want to play, but ugh. Yeah, I'm kind of mad my first pie was the Bison, because their whole deal was messed up, but I do like them. Also, my piebald became common in the lodge. I think somebody told me how to fix that, but I forget how. Not in the trees, not on the feeder, so probably gotta do this. And before I fast travel, let me give it, 10, 15 seconds. Because apparently they will just spawn in extremely late sometimes. But not this time. Almost 300 5-stars. My animals won't even make 5-star right now. What am I doing wrong? I had 98%, K Buffalo, 12 years old, aka Max, and it was a 4-star? That's what I'm saying. So we killed that level 1. I do not see that produced 2 shooters for us. You think the crossbows are worth it? Like from Weapon Pack 1? They're fun. They don't have a ton of super practical uses. I used them for Kane on my Jaguar grind though. For a low pressure, but pretty consistent way of killing those when they would attack me. If you want to hunt with a crossbow, they're good weapons. Don't get me wrong. I just think Call of the Wild skews towards rifle hunting primarily. Why is it saying my Malek hoodoo is common in the lodge? This is Wait the Hunter, I'm guessing? Yeah, it's funny. Things were going so good there. And now they're back to no showing. How many subscribers do I have? At least one. I think bows are very underrated in Call of the Wild. I agree, I just think they don't incentivize / reward bow hunting enough for people to really do it. I'm just trying to figure what is possibly different between these runs. I simply do not know. Wave Hunter 2 gives me Krusty Krab 2 vibes. Is there a Krusty Krab pizza in there? Young Melamule at 23%. Is it even worth aging? Get it to like 5-ish, and his rack's not going to get much different after that. I am that one subscriber. It's Osiris, I can always count on you. Speaking of, can you give me my pudding? What would your fix for bows be? I think it would be so fundamentally altering to the game it wouldn't be a good idea. Like, the nervous state for animals, I think, in order to make bows worth it, if the nervous state was like, dude, if you run within 250 meters of these things, they're gonna go alert and probably spook quite quickly. And what I'm trying to get at is, like, the way the Hunter Classic set it up, there's a real downside to spooking animals. If you spook something, it's not like, well, just run it down real quick and shoot it on the trot, or give it 5 minutes, it'll be back in its zone, or reset the time. Like, none of these things are options. So, not spooking stuff, aka bow hunting, is really good. Like, that's maybe the best way to go about it. In Call of the Wild, if you spook something, so what? Go kill it in a couple minutes, run after it. I think it's just more fundamental to the game than a quick fix. And I think for the 3 months, by the way, welcome back. I'm on a grind, same spot, 1760 kills, 30 diamonds, 26 rares. That's a heck of a lot of rares. Now, will they spawn in again real late? Doesn't look like it. Which begs the question, why did that happen in the first place? Who knows? Should I shoot my level 2 mule deer with 140 to 175 kg weight? Yes. Nice, Jonathan. Hey, my first red deer was in the exterior as well. So looking awful black. Okay, it's all good. Do you think we'll ever get another trophy launch? Eventually, shortly. I really hope, like, that's not too far down the road, because, I mean, man, my Saseka Safari is about full. I need a lodge with more space, more plaques, more everything. More premium mounts would be good, too. You say wolves are the fastest animal in the game? Kangaroos would be up there. I can't immediately think of something else that's like super fast. Water buffalo, when they used to do that thing where they would like speed run. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I think kangaroos might be faster, but wolves would be high on the list. What to do about our respawn situation? Hope you get a great one soon. Thank you. Pine Marten? They're pretty quick. I don't know if they're as fast, though. I think it just feels that way because they're tiny. What are we at? 93 kills. Wolves with the sliding bug? Sliding bug. Oh. At that particular moment, yes. Really hate mink and pine marten fleas. They're just too dang fast. Is it even worth changing the time here anymore? Like, should we just be doing it at our first zone there? One must ask the question. What about bears when aggressive? Hard to say, because they're like they won't go aggressive unless they're super close to you. So I'm not sure. What's up, Hunter Official? Doing good, how about you? The greasing are so quick? Run, track, nose does not work. I mean, I guess eventually it works. But yeah, they are especially fast. I wonder if there are more piglets. Down over, looks that way. Why feed 2 feet from my feeder? What do you guys have against my feeder, huh? Obviously something. Bunnies are the fastest? I also am trying to weigh, like, pine marten, mink, rabbits. All these things will run really fast for a few meters and then slow down. I guess kangaroos, when they trot, they do go slow. Wanted to confirm there wasn't another male? I don't think so. Doing a wolf cry when I spawn him. If you guess what fur it is, I'll donate 20 bucks. So I got like a 1 in 9 chance. Razor Wind. I want that one. What is the Chinese writing my certain comments? Is it like where it auto-translates Flinter to butterfly? From Afrikaans? That's a little bit weird in the light situation. You gotta get close to bears, and only like sometimes they'll sprint when aggressive. I feel like I have had them charge slow. When's the last time you hunted Hirschfeld? Stay tuned. How about that? I'm Afrikaans. So, for you guys that speak Afrikaans and you see, like, my channel, do you guys think I named it for butterfly, or is that just sort of like a coincidence? Big fours, at least. Not a lot of big ones today. I don't, like, super love that. Oh, there was another male? Were there 2 level 1s? I don't know. What's up, Andrew? Not as good as Friday, I can say that much. We have only had 1 diamond today. That was very close to diamond. What did that score? 140. Only 1 diamond today compared to the 9 that we got on Friday's stream. And it was the second run of the day, so I really thought, oh man, we're picking up where we left off. We're going to be chilling. Not so in the first 100 kills of the day. Are you going to get your great one? This is taking forever? No. I'm specifically stringing you along for watch time. In my opinion, level 7 Reggie look way better than 9s. I wish they had made the level 7 racks the diamond racks. They're similar anyway to the diamond racks from, like, the Legacy antlers. I do kind of feel they took the 9s a bit far. Colors do not get animals close enough in Waylander 2? Yeah, I don't like how that works at all. We don't say butterfly in Afrikaans because it sounds stupid. Just saying I got a stupid name. What's your favorite Great One grind? It's probably roadier as much as it can be a little chaotic and fast-paced. Like, on Friday's stream, I kept on remarking about, like, how relaxing this grind is, because, like, I'm killing 2, maybe 3 boar per zone, as opposed to the, like, hyper fast-paced 400 roe deer bucks in a stream of that. But despite that, I like being, like, efficient. I like being... I guess I like making like the most use of my time. And what is more efficient than killing that many roe deer in 4 hours? So I'd go with that. They get to about 75 yards and just walk in circles. At least the colors work, I guess, because they weren't working for me at all when the game first came out, but that's not great. I thought they were spooking inside of like 50 as well. I cannot even pronounce that, but good to know. Please don't try to pronounce it. Yeah, I wouldn't even attempt. Let's get this great one. Let's get this bacon. Bacon. Delicious. I got a diamond guaranteed feral goat. Nice. Not too often you get those. Half the time they're guaranteed trolls. The main menuing should do it, Hunt to Live. Never got him within 70. Jeez. I haven't tried in a while because, like, my first experience with it was awful. I was trying to... It was a... Dilute Mule Deer Doe, I think? Or Leucistic, sorry. I was trying so hard to kill it with a bow. And I think I eventually hit it with the bow. But anyway, yeah, at about 50 yards, they would just turn and spook. No matter, like, good wind, bad wind, didn't matter. Now, why aren't all those here every time? I wonder, it's not quite far enough. I was thinking about moving this spot. We'll see. The diamond black grouse and feral goat, good deal. 47 minutes later. Has it been? It's coming, I promise. Just keep watching. First ever level 9 red deer was a piebald, but it was a guaranteed troll. Ah, that sucks. You just gotta look at it as a big ol' mythical. You're a dilute? I'm diluting myself by losing weight. Does that make sense? Probably not. Got trolled by a roe and a mink. Then the first level 5 feral goat I saw was a diamond. Probably not a lot of people that could say that's the way their first diamond, not first diamond, but like first goat experience went along with those other circumstances. Bowhunting is so satisfying, but it's annoying shooting 70 plus because collars don't work. I kind of forgot, like I did that bow mission thing for deer and I just shot him at like 85. There was something else I didn't like about it. I forget what. But, oh, hi. What's up? Okay. I have shot 4 legendary Kane and they all trolled. It does seem they like to troll a lot. Hi, buddy. You got a pacifier? Yeah. For HM purposes, is it best to shoot down the species 1 drink zone until they're spawning lower levels at a time, or doing all drink zones rotation? I guess you could kind of do that aspect of it either way. Probably though, like doing the rotating on every zone and just waiting until they respawn low level as you go. That's been my method and it has worked. But it normally feels like what you run into is you've got stuff shot down pretty good, but then you've got like 1 or 2 exterior zones that will not shoot down. Probably the best thing to do actually is like specifically manage down your exteriors first. And if you're grinding on what are going to be your main lakes, like stack diamonds there. How many kills did it take you to get your first great one bear? Like 8,000. It was awful. I hope to never have a grind do that again. What are you saying? Caribou on Yukon is so hard to get a diamond. I got like 5 trolls. Yeah, last level 5 I saw trolled. And a 4 that I thought was a 5, but obviously that's not really a troll. I just don't know why sometimes they do this. And if not for the fact that I was more or less out of spots, I'd maybe try somewhere else. Not even gonna bother trying for ducks. Way 102, built will never be dethroned. It's such a good game. I'm so excited for the dogs, though. I don't know what the timeline is on those getting released, but man, that is going to be a game changer. No males here even? Oh, there is. Never mind. Hardest diamond in the game? Snow leopard, I guess? It certainly was a difficult one for me. At least at 8,000 becomes a higher chance of a great one spawning? Does it? I don't think so. I don't think that's how math works. What's that? He's like, stop streaming, come play. What's up, Andrew? Nothing special, man. 1 diamond today and 108 kills. It has been so much slower going than Friday. I keep on hoping like we're just gonna have that 1-5 pop and then it'll just be diamond after diamond like it was last week, but not so far. Just for fun here. Since we had some boar spawning super late earlier. You think you'll ever get a fabled piebald great one whitetail? Nah. I don't grind whitetail enough anyway to expect that. What are you barking at, dude? Well, she's gonna get up and really bark probably. Oh, look how late they spawned in. And there is a shooter there. So how many lakes? You think I usually grind drink stones? How many spots is this what I need to do? Maybe all of them. Let's mess with that. Anytime we don't have any showing up, we'll have to try resetting the time and waiting like 30 seconds. Bork. Now, because of that, I want to make sure there wasn't any other males. That title, though, not my best work, but I thought it was appropriate. Salim, thank you for subscribing. Welcome on in. The only male looks to be that level 1. He's getting closer and closer to being on the shooter list because they're not being very consistent here. Friday was a murder fest, though. Friday went like super good. Our kill count's down today, too, because we got about 250 kills on Friday's stream, I do believe. We're looking at more like 220 today if stuff stays as is. Well, 230. I guess it's not that different. So the question, what is different? 2 shooters? Three shooters? Whoop. Well, that was bad. A 98% mature wolf is a 2-star? They're broken. Like, that's why I'm not playing Way 102 right now. I've got half a dozen or more 90% plus elk, and they're not going to make 5-star. They just won't. I hope, whenever they fix it, those elk stay on my map, and then I can age them up and get 5 stars out of them, but yeah, it's big busted. So spot that. That one, that one, that one. Got it. Enough. Little tracking to do for the first time today. So I take it new board grind isn't exactly going well currently. It was going fantastic Friday, so I don't know. I even like initially with the board grind, I remember 5s kind of coming in bunches. But the other thing about it is we killed our lone diamond today at like kill number 10. So we've got 100 with nothing. That I don't love. I don't know that we're doing anything different. So we're just going to keep on going for now and see if it kind of cracks open again. But hopefully if we can, like maybe that 1 minute trick thing where they're spawning in super late, maybe that helps us. As long as this board grind doesn't reach pooches, I don't know at what point I quit, but it's before whatever Pooch got to. I shoot the boars too, but not like he does. You think they'll add a burrow marker to the map? I don't see why they don't already. That seems like a good thing to have. Or there's a great one in your exterior? I suppose it's possible. The challenging part is, like, I don't even know what my exteriors are now. Moving feeders around could be a way to establish that. Because it's really tough to say, right? Is a boar a part of a herd or a solo when it's not a feeder? Like, how are you supposed to know? But I do find that the numbers on my feeders switch up often enough. I think if there are solos coming in, like, eventually we see them. 14,614. Good lord. The dedication to stick with that. I mean, since I've really started doing, like, HM and stuff, the longest I've had probably was that last road year at close to 3,000. I wasn't close to giving up on the road. Oh, no. The fallow deer at 5,500. I guess I wasn't close to giving up on fallow either. Right, you're just gonna lay there and bark? That's kind of rude. Alrighty. You know what else? No rares today. What's your favorite great one that I have? Scarborn Wolf. Favorite great one species in the game is moose. I think there's going to be shooters here. Yep, got a lot of piggies. Oftentimes, but not every time. Where there's one, there's two. Not this time. Means Great One Piggy is close? I hope. We get a Great One Pig today, I'm going to be super hyped. I really was thinking, like, again, with Friday's stream going so good, that many diamonds, I was like, man, we might have this thing super quick, and then what? Get on to Fox, I guess, but that or back to Jag. Probably Crow's Boar will go over 20,000. Has he gone back to it yet? What will your next setup grind be, i.e. not Fox or Jag? I guess also not anything new that comes out in the meantime. Probably Moose, and I don't know what map yet. Like, I slightly attempted Moose. Okay, let me try this again. I think this is still in the process trying to get my first Moose. Obviously, I did get it on Medved, and I did, I don't know, 3,000 kills on Leighton. I attempted to set up on Yukon, didn't like it. I attempted to set up on Reventuli, didn't like it. What even is left? New England? No. I might do it on Leighton. But I'm sure, because I didn't know what I was doing. I'm sure my setup sucks. And that, like, it would be a mess of trying to herd manage or whatever. But, oh, there we go. All right. Complain enough? Man, I haven't had a great one in so long. Come on, Caldwell, please. I haven't seen a great one in like a week. Anyway, what was I saying? Moose. I'm sure I've screwed up the herds to the point that, like, HMing would not be any fun. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. I do love Leighton. Even though I don't like where species are anymore, like, OG Leighton setup was perfect. It was... OG Leighton felt like it was designed for a new player to learn the game. Like, you mostly, there in Balmont, just had deer species. You had blacktail, you had whitetail, some small stuff, coyotes, even bears. But moose and elk were a little further out. And in theory, by the time you ventured out that far, you had a 270, maybe a 7mm. Now, I just don't like where the animals are as much anymore. Oh, a ski. Ooh. Now, I'd have to tear down my muley grind, but, you know, I'd probably be okay with that. I tore down this boar grind and set it back up, and minus the fact that they've been a little mean to us today. It was fine setting it back up and going. I wonder how bad boar feeders on Hirsch would actually be. They're pretty all over the map. So managing might be interesting, but set that sucker in the middle of a field, you might have 5 herds at it. Somebody must have tried it by now. What are the bad layouts in Layton? I guess it's not that it's bad. It's just that it used to be so good. Like certain areas, Calburn, Runaki, parts of, is Norden wrong? Why is that what I want to say? Diamond Alley, you guys remember that with JaxyBeard back in the day? That was going up into like the Willowpeg area. None of those are remotely like they used to be. There's good areas on Layton. But I don't know, it doesn't feel like that. I do board grind on Hirschfelden. If you're using feeders, I am quite intrigued as to how that works. So that lad and that one. Yeah, take a bite to eat, relax. It's only bullets flying. Easiest great one to grind, I would say Mule Deer on a ski ridge. The Thundercrack when we fast travel. I think you should go for a rare Vicuña grind. I'd like to think I'll get a rare Vicuña just randomly in multi, but hadn't happened yet. If I could get that stupid tape here, spend more time in the mountains. Using Scent Eliminator as a deodorant when you would wake up? What? Wow, my respawn is a level 1. Well, sorry, buddy. Today ain't your day. Arguably, I could have left that, but I don't know. So every deer in Hirsch could be good with feeders? Yeah, I suppose so, huh? How rare is a piebald gray fox? Pretty darn rare. Not doing good on grinding? Sometimes that's just the way it goes. And what's challenging is, like, do you need to change your setup? Do you need to switch up how you're doing it? Or do you need to just stay the course and stick with it? Sometimes it's tough to tell. I only see the one shooter here, and it's going to be that guy. Yeah. I almost wonder when I should start killing level 1s here, but the amount of level 1s I've got at this spot is partially responsible for whatever level of piggy management I've got going. 300 mag or 7 mil? I mean, depends on what you're hunting, I guess, but I'll go 300, I suppose. Level 2s. Hopefully all these smalls mean there's a great one on the other end. Fallow feeder grind on Layton? I have a hard time thinking I would get it like that. Something has to be coming, I hope. Otherwise, we got issues. Got stuff we gotta fix. Last night I got a 150-inch piebald buck on deer in a camp. Were you the one, are you like lock and load in Discord, or did multiple people get piebalds last night in deer in a camp? Because I saw somebody get one, and I'm jealous because I want one. Stream is laggy. Everything is clean on my end. We got pigs, good. A lot of small ones. I'm gonna, do I have that thing? What's our graph look like? Yeah, it's a big downswing. I wonder what the difference is. Got your boy ready for bow season yet? Not yet. He hasn't learned to not cry yet. Gotta spook the bucks. I sure am getting excited. Like, the closer and closer we get to fall, like, just in the last week, I started watching, like, deer hunting content again. And even, like, I was watching football highlights earlier today, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, this... I missed, like, all the hype and stuff of these things happening. Most wonderful time of year just around the corner. Verizon sucks. I gotta say, I have Verizon Fios now, and it is incredible. However, my old Verizon internet, when I lived with my parents, big suck. Any good bacon yet? 2 diamonds. Which puts us not that far off the 1 in 50 diamond rate that I like to have. So I guess we're not doing terribly, but man, we were getting them like 1 in 20 on Friday. So it's hard to look at this and go like, yeah, it's going good, when Friday was just insane. There's so many tiny... But if I leave these, we're not going to get respawns. Like, I have to be killing enough pigs to get some respawns. Nothing beats hunting season. It's a different vibe. It'll wear you out eventually. My dad and I, every year, like, we'll talk about it like, dude, it gets to late season, our late muzzleloader season, and it's like, man, I love deer hunting, but I'm alright. I got like 3 or 4 in the freezer. Maybe I punched a buck tag, maybe I didn't. I'm gonna stay home and watch football or whatever. Switch from T-Mobile, regret that every day now? Oh, you're talking like, mobile data or whatever? I don't know, I've got spots with Verizon where it's just bad. Carrier was the word I wanted. Only normal guns here? What do we have that's abnormal guns? Flinternet? I know if I speak too highly of my internet, it will bite me in the butt and be terrible. But they installed that fiber. Shout out Dylan and his crew. I was thinking it earlier today. I was looking at the line run across there like, man, that has been so nice. No piglies. Change time. Heard fiber is nice. Yeah, I've been really impressed with it. Don't think I've... See, here I go. Saying things that are going to jinx myself. I don't think I've dropped a singular frame streaming since I got it, and we've had it about a month. That's really only like 8 streams, but still, decent sample size. So when we fast travel, they may spawn in. I did not see that video game player. Not only sad that they're no-showing, sad that this is the place we had our level 5 last time. Thank your fiber and electrical lineman. I've already talked about it too, but Dylan turned out to be a subscriber of the channel, like, before coming here or anything. So that was super neat too. He really was, and I don't know, like, maybe that was just his approach and he'd have done it for anybody, but man, he was here real late trying to solve the problem that they had that ultimately wasn't his fault. It was something that was done back at like the main hub, but he really was just like giving it everything he had, and I felt so bad. Switch to T-Mobile, now I actually have service in my deer stand. It has always been interesting, different places Kyla and I have hunted together. She used to have AT&T, I think she might have T-Mobile now. And I've had Verizon. And like, there's places I've got great service and she's got none, and places I've got terrible service and she's got like full bars. What's up, Angelo? Remember the days when the Flinternet would knock out pretty much every other stream? You know what I really think back to with Flinternet? So, this was before Call of the Wild existed. I would host a, the Hunter Classic multiplayer session. Like every... I think it was once a month. And it'd be up for 2, 3, 5 hours, whatever. And my internet was so bad. By like, I don't know, hour 2 or so, it started, like, genuinely, I would send a message in chat to everybody that's there, and it would take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, till people saw it. I didn't even know it was possible. Like, I got so desynced from my own server that it was doing that. It was dumb. And it'd be like, well, we might as well start a new one because I can't even communicate with the people that I'm here to, you know, host the server, play with subscribers. But I'd be like, hey, I want to start a new session. 20 minutes later, everybody sees that. Oh, hey, I've got a buck. Hang on, I'm tracking this pig. Oh, now it takes an hour to get into a new server because I can't even respond to that for 20 more minutes. It was huge dump. Average millennial couple on different phone plans. The biggest thing is we're both on our parents' plans, and it both makes it more expensive for our sets of parents to remove us for their individual payments. So, like, I just pay my parents whatever amount I owe for my phone bill a month. Someday we'll be adults and get our own, I guess. Hey! Wonderful. Now we're getting somewhere. So, was our grind big borked? Or was it just a dry spell? Not a good estimate, but he could, well, make it. He could well be a big one. Do you want Zag Tactics back? I think no. And part of this is me speaking as a content creator, but, you know, think of some of my long diamond hunts. Snow leopards, bobcat, even these tapir now. The interesting part of the hunts where I'm not getting it generally is, oh, here's a max weight track. Could this be it? Could this be it? Could this be it? And then we get over there and, you know, every time so far, nah, it's not it. That's still a female, I think. Oh, well. If it was Zag Tactics, I wouldn't have had a track yet, I don't think. Maybe one. That would have been like, could that be a diamond? So I think it adds intrigue and stuff to the hunt. It's gonna be a real fun track. But, like, would I be lying if I said I didn't miss, or I did miss, didn't miss, the, oh my god, I just picked up a 100 kilo whitetail track, this thing's about to be huge? Yeah, I mean, that was awesome. Nice little diamond. Makes 3 now, I'll get a little somewhere. Remember my first diamond boar was from the Hirsch missions. Oh, Sausage? Was that his name? I wasn't just calling out a food because I'm hungry, I promise. Zag Tactics was the time. Hey, I've gotten some good stuff because of Zag Tactics that maybe I never would have otherwise. I don't know. I have a Zag Tactics Sag story too. So that female I'm not going to claim. On Virunga, one day I'm hunting around and I picked up a 150 kilo warthog track, max weight. There's a good chance this is going to be a 1,000 scoring animal. And I tracked it for like 2 hours. Tracks are buggy now in multiplayer. It used to be so much worse. I had the way that you would deal with it, because they would just like warp across the map. I would get on a 4-wheeler and just fly along the tracks as far as I could go until I would catch where they would like turn or something, which I still look for where the tracks turn to this day, but I never have to use a 4-wheeler for it. So I do all that. I figure out where he's at. Follow him down to like that area in the north, that little inlet where Cape Buffalo drink, and crash. Hours of looking, didn't get him. And I've never had a truly giant diamond warthog. Some nice ones, but none before or since that would have been close to that big. Thank you, System of the Dawn. I really appreciate that. I think it was sausage in like German, whatever that is. Wiener Schnitzel? It's not that. No males. Accidentally duped Old Scar? You probably didn't. There was an update that did that. Browsed. Anyway, everybody has an Old Scar dupe because of something they did with an update. I can't remember what. Enough piggies for shooters, I don't think. Let's go again. Worst. Best. I wish they fixed the stands in multiplayer. Sitting in blinds with friends makes animals flee every time now. That's bizarre. Any kind of blind or only the fixed, like, buildable ones? Flinter Flufen? Don't tell me you speak German, too. The sushi place near us took themselves off DoorDash. Were you about to have sushi for dinner? Haven't done a single mission trophy? Some cool stuff out there if you ever feel like doing it. You might know what they are, you might not, so I won't spoil them, but everything from super rares, diamonds, unique furs. That is correct, Taxi. And then, but for some reason, they gave everybody one, and they had in the patch notes, like, in case you forgot to tax it. Not exactly sure what that would be about, but whatever. Super late spawn. 2 shooters, that's good. Did a colored pecker grind on Rachel, ended up in a multi-mount? What'd you get? Any joy with the haggis hunting? If by joy you mean finding haggises, not yet. It rains and storms a lot on this map. Have you done the Mississippi missions? No, do you guys remember when it came out? There was all this stuff about, like, oh, these missions are racist. It was a big thing. I never did them because I wasn't trying to touch any. I didn't want nothing to do with that stuff in my comments. And then I've watched the missions and I have no idea what people are talking about. So maybe someday I'll actually do them. But the missions that were coming out on the maps in that, like, era of Call of the Wild weren't terribly interesting anyway, so I don't know. Would you guys want to see me doing missions on maps I haven't done? One people got was a different pattern and no scars. I'm just surprised no one noticed they had the wrong one. The right one has scars and a different pattern, which was the patch. I should probably place mine. Maybe I will. Okay, so we've seen here before. If we wait 12 years, sometimes more spawn in. It was your video, Mel, that I watched to be like, what are people talking about? Cannot believe it takes that long. So even with that, nothing to actually shoot. I don't know if that's a feeder specific thing. Like 1 minute tricks on regular zones, they're pretty much there immediately. Yes, they were the best fits. Could maybe do something like that. I have 2 old scar trophies from a bug. I mean, unless you're talking about something different. Everybody has 2 old scar trophies now. Well, everybody that did it before the update. The missions I haven't uploaded a vid of recently are Peru. That's because some stuff got borked. Did you done let old scar kill you 40 times like I did? Did I ever make a video of that? Oh, I made a video of it. I should make a short of it. Just giving you a lot of ideas this stream. I shouldn't have to brainstorm content for a month. Have a 0 to 31 score muley on his key ridge. You want to name that lad and keep him there forever. Ones. Okay, there's something to shoot. 2 2s. How nice. Is it Cruzic? I'm probably saying it wrong. Thank you for subscribing and welcome on in. 1 boop. 2 boop. What Hunter Call of the Wild is that? The Hunter Call of the Wild. What is your question? Oh, I got you, Mel. Okay, for a second, that looked like a giant pig standing over there, and I kind of thought, you know. All right, let's see. Spot. No clue if I hit both those 3s or just one of them, but we got at least 4. Just go mess around with Crow again? I think we should just go back to that place on Emerald Coast and launch 4-wheelers into the air for hours. It's really difficult to get, like, normally when we've done collabs in the past, we'll do like 3 or 4 videos. We'll sit there for like 6 hours, but his time zone and schedule do not jive with mine good at all. So we get like an hour or 2 to record when we get to collab these days. When's the stream ending? Yeah, right about 2 hours. So we got that one. 2 sets of blood or 1? Just the 1. I didn't realize Old Scar was killing players till after. I was like, oh, I thought she was easy. I don't know how different it would have been if I used not the 44 Gaucho, but she got me like 3 times till I finally managed to get it. And it was only because somebody had the brilliant idea to heal. Let her attack, make a vital shot, heal before she hit us again, and that worked. Trophy check. 3 diamonds so far today. 2 of them were in the last, like, 30 kills. It was looking a little rough for a while. That's because you ran at an angry jaguar? Well, like, that's the point. What do I name a 0 to 31 muley? Takio. If anybody gets that reference, you get a free gifted membership. I can't gift memberships very easily, so I'm hoping nobody gets that reference. Somebody's gonna know it. I'm pretty sure. What's funny is Olsgar attacked twice, but I killed her and didn't die and didn't heal? Huh. Still wanna know why Jersey Mike's is so expensive? Kyla's gonna order food, and I'm here on keto. I'm about to eat chicken and broccoli for dinner. But she's about to start keto too, and like, I also would have whatever good food before starting it, so. The big piggy spawned? Miss Piggy? I do not. I'm gonna lie and act like I know it. It's Takio Spikes, former NFL player, because he's a spike mule deer. If you ever wonder how ruined my brain is with NFL stuff. Didn't come up with Spike Lee, didn't come up with Railroad Spike, I don't know. Takio Spikes. Was having water and Kyla's grubbing. Hey, it's working though. I weighed myself this morning. I was 143.8. I was 152 when I started. And I'm pretty sure I was heavier than that, really, like even in the week prior. Because I don't think I'd have started at 152. Like, I know I weighed myself closer to 160. But the day that I started keto, I was 152. Old Faithful from spending this much? I don't even know what Old Faithful is. Oh, Mexican. Can you name me? Takio. Mule deer shoot down to low levels way faster than any other animal. Mule deer like to respawn low level. I don't know why. Tequila? It does sound like it. Why are there random females every once in a while in my jag grind? I mean, maybe one that you haven't swapped out yet would be my guess. I was getting real concerned when there wasn't a male there. I'm kind of worried about that spot down south where we're never getting a male now. I mean, we've had them during this stream, but rarely. Not gonna get Chipotle with their salmonella jalapenos? I mean, they... Well, not they. But... Well, they, I guess. They didn't make your Mother's Day dinner very good. Last time I was 143 was pre-children. Same until now. I just didn't want to, like... Oh. Are they all back here? Is that just a solo? I don't know what's going on. I think they were here. And 6 probably implies there was a male. Yeah. Well, that's good at least. Anyway, what I was trying to say. I did that, video for Called Outdoors, like the tethered one stick review, and editing that, I was like, yeah, face is getting fat, don't like it. Not trying to be on camera all fall and have to edit every video and be like, God, I didn't lose weight. Just get it done now. 1,600 Jags in, 68 diamonds, 125 diamond rate, no great one. That's insane. I really, really hope it shows up quickly for you. Decent 4. And a 2. I struggling. Sound like Christian. A little peschel. Last time I was 143 was junior high.
Hey, just because I'm small doesn't mean I'm not fat.
13 or 14 last time I was that tiny. Tiny?
Who are you calling tiny? You listen here.
Anyway. Is there a way you can swap your pairs out for solo males for row? Yeah. Normally the way you do it, you kill both the male and the female in the pair. What I always did was claim the female, leave the male. Then go and shoot a male roe deer, like on your river or wherever you're trying to swap from. Don't claim it. Main menu. And you hope they swap. Obviously, it's always just a chance. For me, roe deer were cooperative. Like, jaguars, horrible. I had a heck of a time swapping those things. Roe deer, a couple of attempts I had. Your voice that cracked me up. We watched a vid where he had the clip of you spotting the super rare albino wolf. Oh god, it was late. It was in hunting season. I was just trying to finish that thing up. I was beyond stunned that that was there. How tall is Flinter? 12 feet tall. Like 5'8", 5'9". Anything under 165 is small for a Danish guy? Yeah, but Zaggy's like skewing that, so you gotta change it up a little bit. Being in the 1,000+ no Jag club is rough. I feel for my fellow members. You guys are not making me want to pick that Jag grind back up anytime soon. So many people had him in like 200 kills, and I was one of them. I don't think I realized that I got that lucky. I thought like, yeah, this is just, you know, you get a lot of diamonds. We'll get Great One Jaguars fairly often. Do you have a beard? No. Even if I could grow a good beard, Kyla doesn't like me to have a beard, so that kind of answers that. I gotta get a haircut sometime soon, and she also doesn't want me to get a buzz cut, so you just happy wife, happy life, you know? Alright, how do we want to go about this? There's 2 3s and a couple of 2s. There's 3 3s. And only 1 2? 3 4? I guess... Go with that and see what happens. The real question is, how much can you bench? I haven't done a bench press since high school. I don't know. I can bench press my child 100 times up in the air and make him laugh. Kylo, let him grow a beard. It won't look good. It's not a good idea. For anybody's sake. Trust the great one's coming. I hope. Fingers crossed. Get a mullet. Man, I'm close as is. I gotta get it cut. I don't want it. It's annoying. Is Layton still your favorite map? Nah, it would be if it was OG Layton. But Layton in its current form is probably like my 3rd or 4th favorite map. A Ski Ridge, I'd say, is my number 1 right now. That's actually something to boast about? What's that? Last 3 runs, top and bottom, I've spawned 9 level 9s. Big nails. Favorite is Peru. Peru's awesome. Love that map. Oh, making your kid laugh? I thought you meant like being able to bench press my kid. It's not actually bench press him, but throw him into the air, you know, stuff like that. Every one of these is a female? That's kind of strange. Hopefully males down here then? What was OG Layton? It was just like both the distribution of animals and where they were, and also zone times have changed. Like, just all day long, you had good stuff to hunt. Like, first thing in the morning, you had elk. Really early, you had black bear, I believe. But elk would drink until... was it 5 to 9, I think, back then? And then after that, I believe moose were next. I'm pretty sure they used to be like 8 to 12 or 9 to 13, somewhere in there. And then whitetail picked up 12 to 1500. Oh, and blacktail were in the morning too, I forgot them. Then, they'd come back around, blacktail and elk both, drank in the evening again too. And the locations of them and the distribution, like, it felt like you were just constantly getting these opportunities. Now when I hunt Layton, I don't know, I'm just kind of like, I checked a couple of good spots, didn't find anything, now I gotta wait. Dead Nuts archery targets? I have, yeah. Banny, thanks for subscribing, welcome on in. SRP is just goated. They redo those plains bison. I could just about get on board with SRP being my favorite map. Well, here we go again with this whole song and dance. Jackrabbit strength, that's right. They were 11 to 14, I believe. When I'm 85 years old and can't remember anything, look how late they spawned, I'm going to be like, hi, I have somewhere to go today, I can't remember. Anyway, whitetail used to drink 12 to 1600, it was glorious. Or 15, was it 12 to 16? I thought they had a longer drink time, whichever it was. Old SRP was better? I don't remember it being wildly different than it is now. Not as much as Layton is different, but different for sure. Bro knows all the drink zones for everything. I don't know stuff nearly as good anymore, but I remember those old ones. And it was more standardized in a sense back then. Like, you really mostly had 5 to 9, 9 to 13, 13 to 17, and 17 to 21. And then I guess the overnight one. Like, it was just sort of 4-hour windows. But, now you got them sort of all over the place, which is good, don't get me wrong. It's just harder to keep track of. Well, we got that male to come here once. Oh, I'm buying dinner? Heck yeah. And the old diamond weight for moose was $5.95 kilo. Anyway, where was I going? I remember you'd go out there and you'd find there are these things. They called them zag tactics, you see, or you picked up a track. It would tell you the weight. You looked at the small end, that was the actual weight. And if you had one, boy, if you got a bear that was 260, you had something there, I tell you. Hey, Chopper. If you can't tell, we're descending into madness a little bit. Only 3 diamond boar so far today. And we're reminiscing about the oldest of old days of Call of the Wild. Is it true that you have the first great one? No, I have like the 3rd ever, I believe. There was one killed during the Trailblazer beta. That was by Lucretius. And then, I guess I have the 4th if you count that one. I have the 3rd on the live game. There was one a guy got down like in Runaki. He shot like on the run. And like barely got it, like a liver shot or something. Absolute mad lad. And then somebody got one with a bow in Chile. I think I had the next one. 1800 is a lot better for the boar feeder grind. We can do an evening run just to see what happens, but my setup anyways seems to prefer the morning runs. Cheese dip, salsa, chips, and beans. Delicious. Remember watching you get yours and going, that'll never be me? Imagine that. I've said before, like, a lot of my whole thing with doing that was to see, like, can somebody who doesn't have sort of unlimited time to play the game get one of these things? And I guess stuff being so unoptimized back then, 1600 kills felt like a lifetime. Beans! Remember when consecutive kills mattered? I maintain the consec was a okay mechanic implemented poorly, but I still miss quick kill. Pretty rare, there's nothing to shoot over there. Kinda odd. Might buy almond flour to bake something? I thought you were about to do keto. What's going on here? I know, Baxies, you gotta do it now. Or potatoes. Did it fly around your room? Didn't Leighton have boars? No. It had little rabbit and squirrel things. No boars. Speaking of no boars, seriously, what? We're going to try an evening run just since that was brought up and see what that does. I saw TikToks. The old harvest green's so nostalgic. I still look up to claim stuff every once in a while. I guess I've had a much greater impact on the game now. But back when, you know, everything was so new and stuff, I always felt one of my biggest contributions to the game was the lookup thing. To the best of my knowledge, I was the one that started that. That might not be true, but that's as far as I know it was. I always was like proud of kind of coming up with that. What's up, Adam? I think I did that for a melanistic blacktail and realized that it worked really good and then just went with it. Couldn't tax nothing back then, so you had to make do. Let's see how we do. How long can I make my videos for YouTube just starting out? As long as they need to be, and I know that sounds like a cop-out answer, but genuinely. Don't add fluff, because you want your video to be 12 minutes and you've only got 9 minutes of content. Don't cut stuff out that's relevant to the video because you want it to be 15 and it's already 22. As long as it needs to be. If Colorado has non-tips, they should make it not affected by HM and like a rare fur. I like that approach. Oh my. Well, maybe you're onto something here. They surely are here. Or another herd is, because that's 3 shooters, which is unique. Fluff. Don't add fluff. Wrong gun. It's fine, I think. Totally fine. How I got that gun, I have no idea. Used to do morning and evening. I kind of did too, but when I would swap back and forth, I would just get none on the evening run, so I gave up doing that. But maybe an evening run every so often for me is the move. It's so setup dependent, and that's what makes it tough. Like, had I set up, you know, had I found Boar evening zones and put my feeders next to those, then maybe I'd have different results. But this here looked good. Map is into Suyu Reserve. It's true. It's jaguars out here. Anyway, it is actually Scotland. Hello from Namibia. Namibia, I can speak. What's going on? Welcome on in. Namibia. Liberty Bibberty. Interesting. Scottish Jaguars. Tapestry could be misconstrued as a kilt if you looked at it with your eyes really squinted. Map is Scotland. Confirmed. Got my second rare of the Red Deer grind, a piebald, nice. I'll ask Bandy, he would know. He's a professional Scot. Meals for days. I really don't know what to make of this situation, other than, obviously, I've been screwing up by not doing more evening runs. That's a black gold female, by the way. Wonder how long that's been there. Had no clue that existed. I'm not even going to kill it. I'm going to name her... Well, Miss Piggy seems awfully appropriate, doesn't it? Bye, Miss Piggy. See you later. Your rares aren't cool enough to even bother with. How many kills do you get done per stream? We got about 250 on Friday. It's looking like we'll be in that area again. 558, can't wait for my queso. Where's Shadow at? Alright, she's here. Did you tell them to leave it at the garage, or are they going to come up to the house? He's mad there's no unicorn on Scotland? What the? That's not normal. This isn't a separate group of pigs entirely. This is almost certainly not the ones that are normally on the feeder. Speaking of, I don't know, guys. Maybe this will mellow out as we as we go along here. They might not be this good, but I have done evening runs. They're never like this. I don't know why it's been great, but I'm not complaining. Said to leave it in the garage. Doubt they'll read it. This is also probable. What's OP? Hey, Daggers, what's going on? Should almost have taken a roe deer hunt today. Only buck since it started today in Norway. Oh yeah, you guys have it like so much earlier. Am I reading that you're saying like your roe deer season just came in? You know what? Well, actually. Nah, there's 2. Get at the tripod. Just joined the stream. Welcome on in LTM. We have just swapped from morning runs to evening runs and are having much better luck so far. Whoever told me that, feel free to identify yourself, because I already forget who recommended this, but thank you. Those are my onions. I ain't giving them away for nothing. Maybe $1. Okay, that one. And that one. Are you normal? Not Mela, which is the only one I... Oh, there's all kinds of shooters. Hang on a minute. Holy crap. I guess... Yep, you got out of there. That's fine. We probably shouldn't be going overboard, killing a bunch at a time if this is going to work good. Actually... Need a farm stand? Yeah, can you imagine? Shadow seeing a new person coming down here every 10 minutes. Ever watch Pedro Empuero? Nope. Not much. I love your channel. Been watching your videos for many years now. First time watching your stream. Well, glad you can make it in, man. Thank you so much. Hopefully things will get good here if we can get some consistency out of these piglets. Now, normally this spot is absolutely loaded in the morning. However, there is a pig to shoot. Look at all these pig males. It is Pig Mail Monday, after all. The Roblox season is only rifle allowed, but Windows Star shotguns also allowed. Huh. Interesting. Plenty on that end. I suppose it'll be that guy and that guy? No, that 3 is bigger, actually. Yeah, since we got a lot, let's go back to our normal 2 per feeder thing. Ever gone out for PA musket season? I've hunted in it plenty. I've never killed a deer during it. I have shot a deer with a muzzleloader. It was that shot where it looks like a spine shot at first. And, you know, it takes about, 3 to 5 business days to reload a muzzleloader. So it was a doe, it dropped. I start reloading, and all of a sudden, like, I thought it actually was maybe dead, because it quit moving. So, and I maybe slowed down reloading even at this point, and then all of a sudden it starts moving again, It kind of wiggles around for a minute, flips back up onto his feet, and away it goes. There's a shot that you can make. It's like high and in front of the shoulder a little bit. And it tears through the back muscles. And it does temporarily like paralyze them. But they get up, they live that shot almost every time. And that's exactly what happened. Never did recover it. Which was a big bummer, but like glad to know probably it survived. This is usually what happens in the evening here. It's just that one for some reason. Use epidemic sound. I do. Oh, that sucks, Indo. I haven't backed mine up. I definitely didn't after my Great One Road here. I probably should. After my Super Rare Ocelot, I guess, was my last backup. So it seemed like we benefited from most of the feeders. A couple, not so much. So maybe that will be the thing then. I didn't think I had these binos. I'd have been using them. Let's do another evening one. And just see what happens. And if it starts to slow down, we're going to rotate back and forth. Is New England Mountains peak? There are peaks of the mountains. Do 1 afternoon, 5 morning? Wait, do 5, 2, 1, 5 morning, 1 afternoon. So you're saying I should do morning again? What the heck? Let's try. New England's really fun to bow hunt. I agree with that. New England is fun for like sort of unique hunts, challenging hunts. It's the only map really that I hunt more by tracks than by spotting stuff. Like I look for max weight tracks on New England more than I, run from lake to lake. I don't know when I got this kid to sleep. It was probably before 5, but I thought his nap time was going to end up around 5, if that's at all useful to you. It's really interesting that it's made the badger show up too. Now, I don't see a male, which is kind of sad. I guess it could be that back and forth time thing that triggers it. New England can be pretty peak, however, mostly it's very hard to hunt. Hard to hunt, monotonous, and what it comes down to, I think, is lack of new species. I think, or unique species. If it had a couple of species that were like truly unique, and not green-winged teal, something a little more impactful, I think it actually could be really good, but you go there and it's like, wow, I could hunt whitetail and moose and bear, and why don't I just go to late? It's really not a feeder being empty issue. A little after 5? Was it that late? Maybe. Love it for lever actions only. Good map if you're going to do a hunt like that. I should go to New England again. Maybe for a video near you. That didn't make sense. Coming to a studio near you? Maybe for a video near you. You know what? That's kind of how YouTube works. Let's go with it. What would be your favorite animal to hunt? In Call of the Wild, snow leopards. I want more snow leopard-like species. Very few of them on the map. Difficult to hunt. But so extremely rewarding to get a trophy of. Isn't New England kind of based off Leighton? Because the dude that runs it is Doc's son? I don't know that it's based off Leighton, but yeah, in that sense, I see what you're saying. Was that a Flinter reference? Maybe. What map should I play in deer hunting camp? Ooh, PSR Pines. Definitely weird that going back to morning also has like... Because we main menued. I would have thought that has no bearing on it. Anyway. Does New England have any exclusive species? No. Green-winged teal at the time might have been exclusive. Maybe they added them to Mississippi immediately, though. I can't remember. They were new. They might not have been exclusive because Mississippi might have got them, too. How the boar been for you? Pretty up and down. Like, on Friday, we killed 9 diamonds. Like, we were really rolling. Today, we've had 3. And you know, we've got an hour and a half to go. We might pop 3 or 4 more yet. But it definitely hasn't been as consistent. Bobcats? Oh, yeah. But Mexican Bobcats, New England Bobcats, similar in everything but weight and maybe score. Actually, I don't know. They might score the same. Okay, there are 2 shooters, but they're not much of shooters. Kylie should do another, or 100% do another dino stream. Someday, either when little dude's old enough to, like, sleep over at his grandparents', or these days don't exist, but someday when I have, like, just all my stuff done and can just watch them for the day. I never have everything done. I get that kid to bed at 7:30 and run outside and shoot my bow before it gets dark. So happy I never need to grind these pigs again. I got my 3 and I'm happy. I only need 1 more. I want 2. Because I've got a super rare to go with them. But they can just be frustrating. At least, though, with the feeders, it does seem better. I'd like to know how many I was killing prior, but I do think I was getting, like, close to 250 per stream. I'm pretty sure. So actually, my kill count's probably low. Because I guesstimated, but I bet it was more, like, maybe even 500 higher than it should be. Or 500 higher than it shows. Yeah, it should K-Flow. I mean, there should be plenty of bandwidth to do that 10 times over. Got my... I cannot figure. On average, after the feeder fix? Well, there's a level 1 here. Now, he, I believe, is a solo. So there's no point killing that. Kill anything cool yet? Nothing real special. 3 diamonds. I have a Cinder and a Brindle, and I'm good on boars. I just don't like Great One, Super Rare, and then just Diamond in there. Or I think it's a small albino currently. I needs another Great One, or I guess another Super. Probably more likely that we get another Great One. Had we not gotten that Super, I guess I always would have come back because I want to get another Great One Boar with a bow. Well, get a Great One Boar with a bow, I should say. But I might not have been as worried about it Trophy Lodge-wise. But I want that 2 Great One and 1 Super huddle. Alright. Let's do another morning, I guess, and see what that does. Speaking of the feeder fix, do we know exactly what the fix was? I think all they said was making them more like how they used to be, effectively. So, I don't know if it's a stronger attraction. I don't know if it's a larger radius. They do feel more like how they used to be, though. Like, with the exception of a couple of feeders, and maybe I can move them and fix it, I don't know. There's pretty much pigs here every time. It's not a feeder issue, I don't think. I think it's a boar issue. I'm definitely getting some funny respawn stuff. Like last time there were no males here. I don't really get that. Where did that go? Watching from Juneau, Alaska. Also, why you do another boar grind? 2 reasons. I've killed one of every Great One in the game with a bow. Other than Wild Boar. I have never killed a Great One Boar with a bow. The other reason is I have a multi-mount in the lodge with a Great One Boar, a Super Rare Boar, and then just a little albino. I want another Great One there to complete that huddle. So it kind of does 2 things. Good morning. Hi. Did he? I think he was asleep longer than you thought. That Super Rare Ocelot is so cool. Man, My brand of luck is certainly dumb. To get that one by accident was pretty wild. Couldn't really tell a huge difference myself. I mostly use it for Desert Bighorn. I don't know that the feeder fix had much to do with anything from feeder pack 2. Maybe some. But I think it was mostly like a feeder pack 1, like these bait barrels and stuff. Because the mineral elixir, because I think that's what you would have to use, right? The mineral elixirs were always pretty insane. Do you do HM usually when grinding? Yeah. I don't know how HM'd I am here, honestly. It seemed like I was really good on Friday and not so good today, but for the most part, I try to get like a 1 in 50 diamond rate. Which, you know, right now we're 1 in 60 on the day. A great one super rare, great one boar sandwich mount. If I didn't want the great one with a bow, I would quit at that. I had forgotten that until earlier today. Like, if I would get another super rare, I would do that. But, yeah. I have designs on eventually doing a video of every great one of the game with the bow as a, like, mega video kind of thing. Gonna have to get that boar to be able to make that video. You're still in here? I left you. She's not going to get her food yet. How's the bacon grind going? Not too bad, Dirt Diver. 3 diamonds today. It ain't popping off like Friday, but we're getting there. Haven't done much with the barrels yet. I might mess with them in addition to drink zones for the bear grind. Yeah, I haven't messed with it. Did you buy that?
No, I'm just showing you.
Oh.
I might.
A little pumpkin sweater for the baby, obviously. What was I saying? Oh, I've never messed with feeders for bears. You could maybe try to utilize it for, like shooting down exteriors and stuff. Progress is progress. It is. More diamonds is a good sign. Just hopefully we don't need that many more, or any more. And we get them. 2 shooters there. I'm going to hope that 4 spins. He did not. Oh! That works. Pumpkin! Pumpkin! Is feeder pack 1 or 2 better? 2. I don't think there's a singular species you can't lure with feeder pack 2 that you could with feeder pack 1. And I've wondered if I did the scent tube feeder for the pigs, if that would be better. I might try that. The only thing is, like, you'll have mink in there too sometimes. Is that a huge deal? No. But I don't know. Would their presence potentially be an issue? Could be. Dang it, they're nice. Birch typical is a beautiful combo. Congratulations. Where are my dang males? We'll do another evening run next and see if they show up. That makes sense. I got the HM down to the point where I've only seen 2 bears over level 5 on SRP that aren't in the main lakes. Might not even need the feeders, but hey, could be worth a shot. That's gonna be a big old nothing down here. Better number 1, better number 2. In the case of changing diapers, better number 1. Huh?
Especially after solids.
Yeah. I think you would look great in a pumpkin sweater. Thank you. I've been saying, but nobody will let me try it.
We can all get matching sweaters.
Oh, Lord. Better be camo. I'm now back on Whitetail. Need me a new rack. I only have the big rack and cluster and 7 great ones. Really? The big rack, actually, those do seem to be the most common ones. The big rack seems to spawn a lot. My 2 are both big rack. Raise you to a 420 meter 360 hip shot great one. And go. Why do you go out to the main menu and then back in after changing time? So, what main menuing does in that case is resetting the animal's calmness state. So when I, shoot a couple of boars, all the females, which is the rest of the herd that my males are going to spawn back into, they're all spooked, right? And now they're nervous, and they might be feeding, I don't know, way over there, like over that hill. Because eventually in that nervous state, animals will just, like, continue their action for their zone, but somewhere else. And in the case of, you know why these aren't here is because their feed zone's never here. No, they're using the feeder. Let me see. Anyway, by main menuing, it makes them all calm. So they're going to be back in the zone where we want them to be. Sure enough, fast traveling got them here. Now, is there a male? Yes. Leave me be. I'm just a boy. Anyway. I want my dream main room because I'm so close right now. Nice. Drop the link for the pumpkin sweater in chat and we'll all get it.
What are you doing?
Professional Dodgers? The LA Dodgers? I suppose that's a solo, but at that size, we gotta kill it. In theory, we shouldn't claim it, but also inferior. Oh well, I'm gonna claim it. What?
What else did that plate thing cover? They used to like help.
Oh, I don't
hold
remember.
stuff up.
Monkey bars and a pull-up bar. A new rack for whitetail, a third row, and like 2 different combos for fallow. If that's all you got left, you're getting pretty close. Okay, there were boar like everywhere when we did this the first time. And now there appear to be like random solos. Need more variety in great ones so badly? Like in your lodge, you mean? It's down over that hill too. I'm probably not getting over there, but you'd think that close to the feeder, they'd just be here. What herd management grind should I set up for moose or mule deer? Moose. The good luck charmer's in the room, it's true. He was in the room briefly earlier when I was recording, and I had the best, like, luck with pumas when I was hunting classic. Also need to beat Crow's great one count. Just tell him to grind for, like, boar, and he'll never complete it. Who are all these lads? Nothing but level 1s. And there, oh, there was a 3. There had been a herd that fed right behind this feeder that was here last time, or right behind this tripod. No such luck. If I told you I understood how feeders work, I'd be lying. 450 kills in my fallow grind and no rares. Rares for fallow are tough to come by. Not even grinding many things right now anyway. He's chasing tapir probably. Lock into my wolves and fallow. Yeah, if you can pop ones like that quickly, you can catch up fast. What's up, hometown? So who's really the best? Interesting asking the question from I'm the best. Nothing over there. So maybe we do need to wait longer in between evening runs. I was hoping they'd all just be insane like that last one was. Not so. Still only missing Razor Wind for the wolves. I really do like that fur too. I remember that. Kylo just gets the wolves or the furs that I want generally. New Great One drops in September. Then really puts you in a bind on tapir. I hope I have the tapir by September. Last time when they did a new Great One, it was October. was like late into October. It was like kind of getting serious time for bow season when they dropped the wolves. Refill that while we're here. But yeah, I've definitely slowed way down on tapir because, I mean, obviously, how many times can you do the same thing and make it very interesting for content-wise? 36 rares and 3 great ones with 5,700 kills. That ain't bad at all. Of course. So, as I recall, our last evening run had nothing with both of these spots.
Oh, really?
Wait, there's a new great one coming? Just speculation. They've generally been doing like 4 great ones a year. I guess I say generally. They did 4 great ones a year last year. There is one here. And again, they released one in April and one in June. So, and probably there will be one in December with a map if they continue their typical pattern. So if they do the 4 thing again, September or October, it would make sense. If there's another one, that's a decent fallow. Where's my dead pig? And I can just get out of here. There it is. Yelling at mom to eat again? Feed me faster? I'm hungry!
I was hoping I could keep him in here till I get my food. At this rate.
Should have brought him up here later.
EW's been posting random stuff on their socials, so you know that update news must be soon. We're in the window for a new update. Did they drop it end of August last year, or was it in September? I don't even remember what the fall update was before feeders. I guess weapons. The 500 and stuff? Was that then? Favorite Great One board variation is Scorch. I am quite partial to the Butterscotch variant too. He's very vocal now. Oh, he talks constantly. He's gotten to the point that he does like multiple syllable sounds, and generally they kind of mean something. Like he has a certain sound he makes for like when he's hungry. What is with like this solos? Oh, and weirdly enough, that's a pretty small 2. If that's truly a solo, I'm going to leave that for now. Just got my tapir by shooting them during my jag grind. I tried that. It hadn't worked for me yet. I am, in theory, not done with jaguars. But on my feeders now, I've got nothing but males. I don't know if I need to kill all those to, like, make room for females. End of August, it came with Pump Flip and Fire, Acro and Charcoal Mellow Wolves, and new Muley Racks. When did the 500 come out? Maybe that was this year. I'm getting old, I can't remember anything. Had 2 diamond tapir that spawned with a map. Can't beat that. Getting those, like, tough to get ones as initial spawns is so clutch. Like, my only diamond hazel grouse ever, I believe, was an initial spawn on my rev. If not for that, I don't know that I'd have one. 500 came out with Rose in April. Oh, yeah, because I remember shooting some with it. That makes sense. I feel like 500 was spring or summer. Yeah, it would have been mid-April-ish then. $907 kills in the Jags. Ah, man, I'm seeing a lot of high kill Jaguar grinds. And that does not give me optimism for my own. That's a male, right? Probably the only male. Nothing on the feeder, that's not a shock. Is it even worth going down here to check? You never know, I guess. If there was another male, I sure don't see it. 1211 the Jag number 2 for me. 99 diamonds, 36 trolls. You're getting a diamond like every 10 kills, basically? I know that I want to keep doing mine if it's going to turn out like that. Because I am not getting diamonds enough to do that. I'm on a 540 jag kill, am I bad? Nah, I mean, everybody does it at their own pace. Do we just try to get them all? I guess. Did not mean to unspot. 2 to 3 level 9s a run? Jeez. That's insane. Just don't grind and get it in like 10. That's what Pooch did. Of course, he deserved it 12 times over for his boar grind issues, but still. Grinds are RNG at the end of the day. I'm just enjoying the ride until they pop in. That's how I like to think I do these. I mean, when it gets really long grinds, it can be like, alright, when's this going to be over? But for the most part, I just have fun, be happy to get diamonds and rares along the way, and when a great one shows up, heck yeah. When no boars show up, heck no. Just because it had been working. See if they spawn super late. Do great ones exist on console? Yep. Every species that can be a great one on PC, there's like 13 or 14 of them now, can be a great one on console too. I've seen them spawn real late, yep. And there are males. Did I miss anything? Just 3 diamonds. It's like gambling but with your sanity? Yeah, and everybody wants to do that. Alright, I guess we're going to try to get both of these. What in the world? Ugh. I don't even know if we hit that. Only 4 rares into the grind. 2 albino, 2 pseudomelons. I mean, nice to get the albinos for the mission if you're potentially messing with that. We need you to have a heart rate monitor on to see it spike when you get a great one or super rare pops in. Somebody suggested that before and I liked that idea, and then I forgot all about it. That'd be kind of neat. Do you think the wolf grind is a good first grind? Yeah, wolves aren't bad for a first. Lush and Fish and 4 grinded with no more classic. How are you gonna get a 200 in that? 200-pound carp? They need a great one elk? Do they ever? I feel like a great one elk would be guaranteed to be cool. I know some people don't like the mule deer, but like, I would have said the same about mule deer, like, great one muley is going to be awesome. So could it be messed up? I guess, but I like the mule deer personally. Hope they change that mission. I like the idea, but I mean, those are some serious requirements, you know? Wasn't there a max 4 I spotted? Maybe not. Got a chalk great one boar last week? Nice. I think I'd be pretty happy with the chalk. I'm hoping for Scorch, but I am not going to be complaining about anything we get. I might, you know, if we get Cinder again, I might be a little annoyed, but even that, I'd be happy enough with it. Remember Peak Way the Hunter 1? Was Peak like when it first came out? Because the vibes of like seeing that mule kick for the first time, seeing blood on tree branches and grass and stuff. Some of the little details were so impressive. But I don't know, it felt like they never kind of expanded on that. I've had 6 Great One Jags and no albinos since early access. That's stupid for a mission requirement. It's too bad you didn't know. Like, actually, I don't know that we could do the missions. Usually we can't during early access. Yeah, that was story-based. You couldn't. And of course, that's when your albino showed up. I don't know what. The changes that seem to happen here by switching up the time. If I had known, yeah, I just would have left it on your map. It's a female anyway. Big Sag. Driving home, behave, or Mistress will get you. Or Soup will come back and just ban you for existing. Got a super rare albino and I didn't know about the mission. Oof. Sucks. What's going on, living with Big Mama? Welcome on in. Have a crap load of feeders set out for the Puma, just yet to get around to it. If I ever get an albino jaguar, I'll do it. I was like so sure that I'd be doing that mission. Having not gotten albino yet, if I get another Great One Jag and don't get an albino, I might not. Which would be a shame, I feel like. But I don't know. With what free time am I grinding for that? Peak weight 101 for me was 23 and 24. I'd say till, I guess, Tickamoon, basically. After that, for me, it got stale. Since it's getting close, any decent deer on cam? There's 3 or 4, like, solid shooters here. Nothing huge. 110, 115. There's an 11 point that might crack 120, but he's got short tines. I don't think he would. I'd shoot him, don't get me wrong. But there has not been that jaw drop buck yet. I'm hoping though, you know, with the fall shift, a month and a half or so, maybe some will show up that like we hadn't seen yet. Now that's that one that I believe is a solo. I think. How many great ones do you have? 23, I think. See the difference? That guy's is using the feeder. You can see on the icon. That one is not on the feeder. And I'm pretty sure the one on the feeder is a solo, so I'm gonna just leave it for now. Favorite trophy you have? Probably my Piebald Diamond Gray Fox, but I really like that super rare ocelot I killed recently. All deer shooters? Man killed one big deer and turned into a trophy hunter? Oh yeah. I shot a 180 and went from shooting 110s normally to shooting 110s. Every Great One species needs a trio mount? Yeah, huddles for pretty much everything would be pretty cool. I'm not sure why they don't do that, maybe just to keep it fresh, but... Hey, there we go, finally. Been a minute. I was assuming that was him being hungry, Kyla. Because I done did hear it. Or a fighting mount, there you go. Sort of like the whitetail one. I only read like the bottom half of that, but the Diamond Piebald Cayman thing, that's super cool. Oh, max score again. That is our 3rd max score. 0.01 kilo bigger, and they've all been max weight max score too. 0.01 kilo bigger. And that'd be a great one. Just saying. Just saying. I didn't even tax that. I meant to. Hang on. Huddle Moose? Yeah, where would you put that? Do you think it'd be cool if we had trail cams? I do. Like, I don't know just how useful they'd be in Call of the Wild, but in games like Deer Hunting Camp, it has trail cameras. They could be super great. In the season, Deer Hunting the Season that I played a lot, they were awesome, and I think they're going to be even better in the Season 2, coming out eventually here. They're super cool in those games. I think it'd be neat in Call of the Wild either way. How useful would they be, like, on your day-to-day hunts? That, I guess, would depend how they design them and all that. Quick Diamond, we take those. Any news in Ultimate Hunting? Haven't heard a thing in a while. I've said so many times. From the beginning, I was a little bit, what's the right word? Apprehensive is wrong, but hesitant. There we go. I was hesitant to even cover it, because it was always kind of like, is this game actually going to come out? And then there was the demo there in February, and was it rocky? Yeah. It had issues. But playing the game, I really felt like I could see the vision. I was, like, just getting out there. if they can deliver on the things that are supposed to be here, this is going to be sick. But, you know, here we are 6 months later. Haven't heard nothing. I do believe sometime right after that demo, there was an announcement that it was supposed to go into early access. Soonish, I thought. And yet, no word. Skeptical? That might have been better. Rocky was a way to put it. I had a lot of fun playing it. And then, actually, the showcase stuff that we got to mess with, I really thought that was great. It looked so impressive. The winch on the truck to go over, like, the steep, muddy hill. Being able to put, like, the animals in the game cart, in the case of, like, the elephant in Africa. We couldn't hunt the California map, but, like, in theory, putting a buck in the back of your truck and driving it back to camp and all that. I love the idea. It seems super cool. But yeah, was it rough? Very. Does grinding level you up faster? I guess it would because you're killing more animals quickly. Did I not spawn? John? Did I not spot a level 2 male? Guess not. What grind is your least favorite to do? Grind is my least favorite. Red deer because I know what the result's going to look like. Hated the fact that I dropped an elephant with the 243? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there might not be, like, much of a ballistic system in the game yet. Although, you'd want there to be something of a ballistic system. Given that they're on year 6 of development or so. What do you want the next big update to be? So we're likely to get a small update sometime in the next month or two. Next big update. If we're talking map, I want Arizona and Great One Elk. Nothing I shot in that demo ever died? Really? I had issues with the zebra hitboxes. So maybe that. Never did kill a rabbit. Saw one. Didn't kill it. What's up, Pro Hunter? We're up to 4 diamonds on the day, 1 max score. So we're doing all right. We're keeping right about that 1 in 50 diamond rate that I sort of aim for. No rares thus far. Nothing. Huh. Biggest whitetail I've seen, guessing at 150-ish in Indiana around Halloween in 24. Decided to lose a fight with the F-150. Oh, that's a terrible way for them to go. Unfortunately, you get into that time of year, they start running around without any, you know, concern for their safety. That happens. Gotta go, have to cook. Sounds good. I'll take a number 9. Number 9 large. How about a map that's not in the US? Any locations you'd want? I'm thinking somewhere in the Mediterranean. Pamir Mountains would be my choice. Marco Polo sheep, Argali, Siberian ibex. I think Sun Bear could have been there. I had a whole thing on that in Christmas of 24. I do a Christmas Eve wish list video every year if you don't know. So I had a bunch more species listed I just can't remember at the moment. But it'd be Pseudobaton-like. But with other, you know, sheep species and stuff that I think would be cool. Ultimate Hunting Demo was something you could find by searching hunting game on sketchy unblocked games websites. Hey now, there were some good hunting game flash games. There was some turkey one where they'd run in front of a barn. Just peek. I would love to have polar bear in the game. I do think if they added polar bear, that'd be really popular. I've said so many times, I had a polar bear hunt in the Hunter Classic sometime in the lead up to a ski ridge, and it was like one of the more popular videos that I released in that time frame. And you know, most of the audience is called wild players, so to me that signaled an interest in seeing them in the game. Your uncle shot a 202? That's awesome. Super cool. They need to add a great one woodcock. I don't think they do. Hesitant about another snow map? Why so? Arctic Fox, Muskox, stuff like that. Like the first map from Alaskan Adventures. That's the sort of vibe I would want. No, I don't think that's a solo, but I don't know. Not exactly sure what it was doing. Dash out a 204, typical mule deer back in the day. Thing was huge. I know mule deer get bigger, but that's got to be in a record book somewhere if he entered it, surely. Best shotgun of the game other than the Cassidy? For my money, it's the 16 gauge from Rancho. Albino muskox? Ooh, that would look good. Snow maps to me feel like underwater levels. They can look kind of samey. I guess I kind of see what you're getting at. Yeah, I can kind of see that. What about more Yukon-y? A map that can snow. But it wouldn't be constant. Of course, if we did an Arctic map, that wouldn't work. Well, there's areas of the Arctic that aren't snowy constantly. Maybe it could work. Would have been a record book buck, but he didn't enter it. A lot of people don't. And I get that. Biggest deer I've ever seen killed in my county was a caller I responded to as a deputy. Had 24 scoreable points, was hit by a car less than 5 miles from the public ground to hunt. Dang. 24 points. It's hard for me to even fathom that. Most of the deer around here grow pretty clean. We get more stickers here on my property than, like, where I grew up at my dad's. They're... I mean, if there's a split, like, brow tine or G2 or anything, it's extremely rare. To get the 24 seems like an impossibility coming from that. This wasn't really a priority to him. Yeah, like, to be honest, good for him, you know? Did you get a Pablo plushie? No, I was looking at it like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool to have, and then I thought, what am I gonna do with it? I don't use a face cam or anything to have it in the background as like a set piece or something. And, you know, having the little guy, I just figured 30 bucks, I'd end up spending that on him in some way, shape, or form. Saskatchewan mentioned. Dad shot a monster Saskatchewan buck many years ago, only scored like 133, but the tip to fist spread was tight, and he dressed out at 275 pounds. Those northern deer are built different. I mean, the body size on them is not like what we get even like here in PA. Same with here, if you see a deer with a lot of character, you're pretty lucky. It's funny how, like, location-specific genetics can be. I mean, like, as the crow flies, from my dad's place, I'm 5 or 10 miles. I actually don't even know exactly. And yet, generally bigger bucks here, more stickers, stuff like that. There's a certain, you know, I've got whatever, 8 bucks I've shot, or 7 bucks I've shot at my dad's place, I guess. And they all have a look. Anything that's decently mature. They've all got a certain look with their frame. Milton, thank you for subscribing and welcome on in. If they did huddle moose, they could name it of mice and men. What about of meese and men? How about that? $30 for a 4-inch plushie is ridiculous. Hold on. Is it a 4-inch plushie? I thought, looking at the picture, that it would have been 10, 12 inches tall. Oh my god. Yeah, kind of glad I didn't buy that. That's absurd. Why did they make a keychain Pablo? He should have been life-size. Of Moose and Men, dumb phone. These dang phones anymore. They just type whatever they decide they think you meant. I guess Nerd Farmer is because you guys can't kill them, right? or can't hunt them. I'm assuming that would be the reason. It's kind of neat, actually, like getting to see them often. So that guy and that's gonna be. I need the front one, or the front one to feed, I think. Got him. Very nice. Probably find a bigger plushie elsewhere, not to discourage folks, but that's no bueno. I had no idea that was the size of it. Almost just kind of bought it blindly. Dang, like I just said about like having it as a set piece if I ever did a face cam. Wouldn't even be able to see it. Makeshift charges more because they handle production too. And I get that, but how big was that kangaroo fella? What was his name? Robbo. Was it a 9 centimeter plushie? My IRL muskox experience was come up to the crest of a mountain. Hang on. Spot around 15 to 20 auks about 30 meters away and go, yeah, I think I'm going a different route. I wouldn't want to mess with that. Do you earn money doing videos? Yes, this is my job. So please subscribe. Otherwise, I won't be able to feed my family. Anyway, at that point, just buy a life-size Cappy plush and a hat. At that point, buy $30. Buy a pair of hunting pants. The genetics here are weird. We got deer close to a state park that I swear are consistently shorter than other deer. Like shorter in stature. A membership. I was going to say that, but I was trying not to sound too sell-outy, even as a meme. It's for 154 kills, 3 trolls, 2 diamonds, and 1 rare. Were you going to ask if that's good? Seems solid. Loadout for Revan Thule. Let's go. 16 gauge. Or 20 gauge if you have it. Quist Reaper and 22 AR. It's okay, I'll sell out for you. Why, thank you. Where's my tents? There they are. Speaking of jobs, my unemployed butt needs to get one. Saw a Dollar General part-time opening paying $17 an hour. Also within 5 minutes of my house by car. That seems pretty dang solid. I mean, I ain't been in a Dollar General for a little bit, but I wouldn't think that would be a terrible job. I mean, Dollar Generals can't be super busy. Surely that's a good thing. Maybe slightly more on the boring side if not busy, but I don't know. I'd rather work at a slower store than, like, say, Walmart. Even the old does look like a 1 or 2 year old deer. It's kind of interesting. What's up? Is it Juice Mendez? I don't know if I'm saying that right. That 20 gauge double barrel screams classic to me. I'm just stuck on the 16 gauge. I just think it is the best option. Oh, that's gross, Red Yoshi. It feels to me like ticks are becoming worse and worse as of late. And I don't really know if there's a solution to that. I mean, the number of deer around seemingly going up and up every year has something to do with it. But, man, like, I walk through the woods, pretty good chance I'm going to get a couple. We're going to spawn in super late, or we're just going to no-show this time. Might have to fast travel. What's up, Alexander? Welcome on in. Jose? Oh, I get it. We'll see if I can remember that. I will try. Don't see any boar tracks. That doesn't bode well, because won't be shocked if there's none here either. An acorn-sized tick in its ear? I didn't know they could get that big. I rarely get ticks. Well, hopefully it stays that way. They are awful. It slowed down here a little bit. Like in the spring, we would walk through the yard, not rubbing up against any brush, not going in the woods, and we'd come home with ticks on us. Like literally just walking in the grass. It's absurd. Good Lord, Zaggy, thank you for the 92 months. Welcome back. That is, in fact, the maximum number of months that anybody is a member here. Have you told a trusted adult that you want a great one? No. Should I? Lone Star Tick is giving me nightmares? Yeah, that. What the heck? That Alpha Gal Syndrome? One of the scarier things that I can imagine. Is that 912s? I don't think so. 96 would be? I thought you were smart. Have you done any recent pheasant grinds? Nah, not since I got my second one last year? 2 years ago? Whenever I got my sapphire. Big OG male. Favorite IRL animal? Mine are pronghorn and mule deer, but I'm biased because I live in the plains of Colorado. Yep, mine are whitetail, and I'm biased because that's what we have here in PA. I love the things. Love hunting them. Love watching them. Love looking at them. Love reading their sign and trying to figure them out. The whole thing. Drink time for raccoon dogs on Reventuli. It's like, jeez, I can't think of the. Maybe midnight to 3 a.m. or something. It's in the night. On Saul's Wiesen is 10 to 1300. This kid's making eating dinner by myself impossible. You could try the bouncer, maybe? Three, level 1, I'm pretty sure, yeah, another 3. Another 3. They are spaced in such a way I don't know if we'll get all of them. Almost a shot level 1. I'm kind of fine to have missed that. Not sure that getting 2 per feeder would be better. Do you plan on going back to the moose grind anytime soon? Eventually. It's not like immediately next on the list, but I do want to get another moose, yeah. Couple of 3s again. What direction's that one facing? Away. We've just had no luck with him spinning for a broadside shot lately. Google said midnight to 3? Huh. Surprised I got that right. Got a buddy who lives in PA. What tips do you have for whitetail hunting and tips hunting any other species? I ain't much good at hunting much else here. I've had very little success turkey hunting, although I think I'm getting better. For whitetail, I mean like... Unless you've got like a really big piece of property or an area where like nobody else really hunts around you, and you can plant like a bunch of food plots and try to hunt them that way. Generally the pre-rut, like October 25th-ish to November 3rd, if you can get them on a pattern, like starting anywhere in October, and then maybe find their sign, make a move in on that sign somewhere in that time frame, that usually works good. After that, when they start really running like long distances looking for does, I try to find like a place where a lot of deer are getting pulled through. But my biggest issue is my favorite rut spot is like a big open hardwoods bottom. Nothing funnels them through there. They all go through there, but nothing funnels them to a certain spot, and I don't know how to solve that. If I could solve that, I would probably kill like a 110 or 120 every year, which, you know, not a huge deer, but for PA it ain't nothing. But I cannot, like, I've hunted down there a lot, can never get it just right. I hit that other pig. Where's it at? Unless I claimed it? Oh, I did. On my way to bed when I saw the stream, so wish you all a lovely evening. Sounds good. Catch you later, man. Have a good night. What games did you grow up playing? I mean, Super Mario Bros., Duck Hunt. A little bit later on, Pokemon Leaf Green. A lot of bit later on, like Madden 07 was our first Madden game. ATV Off-Road Fury was a good one. I was randomly reminiscing about that the other day. I like that game. Oh, when I was a youngin', the games didn't look like they do now. You go in one of these games and you think it's real. Back then, you could tell the difference. You shoot the ducks and then you'd miss them and the dog would laugh at you. It'd make you feel real silly and you want to be better, you know. Feel your pain when it comes to turkey? I can't seem to figure those suckers out. I think I've got that part. Like, I think I'm starting to figure them out pretty good. I just managed to screw it up lately. So in let me think. When the heck did I kill that one? Was that last year? Yeah. Okay. In 24, I called a real nice bird in right off the roost. And it was super windy, and my decoy was just like, because it was like a foam decoy, it was just twirling around in circles. And he was like looking at it, and he was kind of like getting a little uneasy. I'm like, 40 yards, I can get him. This was so on me, and I hate that I even had this happen. I had rabbit hunt for the first time in my life earlier that year, and I changed my choke out for that with the same gun. I never rabbit hunt. I never even thought about that. Totally forgot that I had to change my choke back. Had the wrong choke. So at 40 yards, my pattern wasn't what I expected. I hit him, but I hit him low, which normally that's like they live that. I hope that one lived that. 25, I did kill one. And then this year, I had probably my best turkey hunt ever. Struck one up around 9 o'clock, closed the distance, got in close, worked him for like an hour, finally got him to commit. I don't know how he spotted me, but he did. And when I took the shot, looking through the red dot, the gun wasn't perfectly square on my shoulder, which is, that's what, like a red dot can, you can do that. However, that means potential obstructions aren't where they appeared to be in the path of your shot. Hit the very edge of a tree, blue bark everywhere. I thought it was feathers flying. I thought I smoked that sucker. Went running up there like, what? How did I not get it? Only to find a bunch of pellet marks on a tree. You're still alive. Yep, I haven't dead yet. I haven't dead yet. I might be old, but I'm not dead. Big oof. With the bobcat? Yeah, the only turkey I have killed recently, I'm pretty sure a bobcat chased to me. I mean, he might have come right into my calls anyway, I don't know. But I just looked up and he's standing there, or like scooting through there pretty fast at 20 yards. And I'm like, okay. So I shot it. And then a bobcat pounced on it. Tree disguised itself as a rock IRL. Yeah, it jumped right out in front of me. Can you believe that? The old pine bark fir type. I think that one was oak, but yeah, more or less. How dare that tree? I mean, like, it should have been a day. Like, not that I would remember forever. Of course I'd remember, you know, getting that bird and everything, but little man at that point, so this would have been May 16th. So he was, what, not even 3 months old? So still waking up in the night, maybe multiple times to eat and stuff. He woke me up at like 3 o'clock. I normally get up to turkey hunt around 3:45. So I was like, alright, fine. So I got up, I fed him, I got him put back to bed. I built a fire down in the furnace because we ran out of heating oil over this winter because we kept it warmer in here for the baby. So we've been running off of wood since mid-April, maybe? Got the fire going to heat the house, got out the door, had that hunt. Had I killed that bird, it would have really felt like, man, getting up and taking care of the baby so Kyla could sleep and all that. It was all like cosmic justice or whatever. But no, I did all that and I got absolutely memed by a tree. Oh well. What's up, puppy boys? Welcome on in. See if they pop in real late. I kept running into the issue, or keep running into the issue of them not gobbling when they hit the ground, or not being able to find them at all. It does seem like, I don't know what state you're in, but here, our season starts so late. It opened, I think, May 3rd this year. They don't gobble much when they first hit the ground. And the reason is, often, they already know where their hens are. They've already found them because, like, the establishing dominance aspect of the breeding season is already done by the time we get to hunt them. And, like, they hit the ground, and there's hens down there, you know, yelping or something. They don't need to talk. But if you hang in there till, like, 9, 10 o'clock and the hens leave, they can get, like, pretty dang fired up, and I don't want to say easy to work. I don't know if any turkey's easy to work per se, but that's what I started having better luck with the last couple years, was those kind of later into the morning kind of things. There are pigs everywhere. Oh. If he trots, sure. Doesn't look like he's gonna. How long are you gonna stream tonight? I may end a little bit early here, because it sounds like Little Man is just absolutely on one down there, so I might end this run and potentially wrap it up. We'll see. If it sounds like he's still screaming down there, there we go. That's probably what I'll do. How are we gonna do this? This is risky. I may well screw this up, but here's the plan. Shoot this one, kill him when he stands up. Yes, sir! You gotta time it. Like, I had to shoot before he was fully stood up, because otherwise he'd have been out of there if I waited till he's fully stood up. 24 more minutes? Yeah, probably more like 5. Something like that. But that, if he makes diamond, that could be 5 diamonds a day. We'll be around 250 kills. It looks like we're right where we used to be with Boar. I don't know what happened Friday, that we were popping diamonds like nothing I've ever had in any grind. Maybe mule deer, I guess. But, yeah. If we're getting 1 in 50, I can live with it. It was feeling there for a while, though, like, you know, stuff was big broken. There's the 3. Another diamond. Got him right as he was standing up. Pretty cool. Maybe even screenshot that. Alright. He's big, Angie. Yeah. I definitely think he's had a tooth starting to come in, like a molar. Because when we're feeding him, he tries to chew on the spoon way back, like, far in his mouth. And that might be starting to bug him again. Highly recommend getting a decoy of a fanned out tom that goes on your gun. My dad got me one and it came in at 8 p.m. 10 hours later, I shot a monster bird from stalking it 120 yards away, nearly 2-inch spurs. So that's not legal here. Are you talking about, like, reaping, essentially? That does seem really cool, but that's not allowed because PA hunters can't be trusted to not shoot each other. He's teething, I'd be angry too. Yeah, I mean, you cannot do anything but feel bad for him. Like, he's just a little dude. It hurts. He can't even express it properly. It is no fun. I really do want to try to get the 250 kills, but I mean, I don't hear him right now. We'll see if Kyla chimes in the next minute and tells me that I should just end. My chat's faster than my stream. You hadn't said that yet? Oops. Frozen's up isn't cutting it. He's refusing to passy. And in that case, we could just wrap it up a little bit early. We do have one shooter there. So we're pretty dang close to 250 on the day. Our counter might... Yeah, it's going to be 245, I believe. You want food? He shouldn't. He just ate. But, yeah, it puts us right in that 1 in 50 diamond rate. 23 diamonds now on this grind. hopefully not too much further to go. Quickly, we'll place that other max score we got today in the grind lodge. And we'll probably wrap it up. Our Hall of Shame Mountain Hare is rare. Because females make diamond, a male that scores bronze, no. A female that scores bronze, I'm going to say also no. I think you just get a lot of low scoring ones. Yeah, Pro Hunter, it looks really cool and intense and stuff, but yeah, we're not allowed to stock turkeys at all. What in the heck? Ghost? Anyway. I don't know where I have a place I can put this. Because I'm pretty sure we had one more spot here and we filled it Friday. Yeah, that's all done. In here? Perfect. Another max score diamond boar. Plenty of those around. One level 10 and we'll be good to go. What's up, the Eagle? They don't know what happens on private land? Yeah, but if I film my hunts, that's going to be tough to explain. Nice, Kyla. Well, on that note, I think that is going to do it for this video. This stream. I'm still awake. So I'm enjoying the boar grind a lot. I like being back to it. Wish we were getting 5s like we were on Friday, but like I said, 1 in 50. I'll take it. I'm happy with it. Hopefully we get some more rares along the way. Maybe rares that I actually can like tell are rare. And we kill them with the right gun. But for now, that's going to do it. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support today. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. We're jumping back into the Hunter Classic, chasing pumas, and having a pretty dang solid hunt. Had a new PB in that hunt as well.